Hello! Hold on, give me a moment. Hello everyone! Wait, I'm missing something. My iPad is missing. Hold on. Here it is. Okay, it's a bit less plain now. Hi Krong, hi people, hi Sakura, hi Ilara. Welcome everybody. You guys are the first few. iPad, mod check? Alright, so today's gonna be a pretty chill stream, because I already have the sketches for all of the people that I was supposed to draw. Hey yo, Wiggle Muggle Bear, hello! Welcome. Oh. Valo? Oh man, I haven't touched Valorant in a long time. I hope my battle pass I'll still be able to clear it. I'll be really sad if it goes to waste. Why so cute? I've been thinking of reformatting some of my sound redeems and stuff though, because it's been a while since I updated them, honestly. Oh, I just bumped into the mic. I'm so sorry, guys. Alright, let me just try to get a good angle for the art, because seems like I'm trying to move some things around right now. Like, you can't see, but I'm moving some stuff around at the moment. Okay. So let me just test it out, shall we? Okay. Pocket Muse! Oh, hello! Welcome! Wait, let me give Pocket Muse a quick shout out. And let me shout out Gamatori as well. Hello! Where my buff picture? Yeah, exactly. So I have a couple of drawings that I haven't quite finished. I just have the sketches. Just because I do the sketches quickly doesn't mean I do the rendering quickly. So I always have this weakness, if you will. How are you, Hime? I'm good. So I have a bunch of unfinished sketches that I want to finish today. Streamer stealing mod duty, excuse me. Okay, so let me give you like a quick how do you say, like a preview, I suppose. Oh, all right. So this is okay, let me turn on my lights a bit more. The lighting at my table is not the best, so you can see like the skin color and stuff is not the best render. Also, this was supposed to be my cat cam, but because my cat is not on my table today, so maybe later if she comes up. Otherwise, yeah. My weakness is starting the drawing, then doing the drawing. Actually, just drawing. Okay, so this was a sketchbook that I started just a while back, and I wanted to mainly use it for all of my drawings of my avatar and, like, you know, starting the PNG tuber art kind of thing. So this is what we have so far. I have these two that I haven't I lined but I didn't finish. This was the only page I managed to finish over the week, so it hasn't been a lot because it took me a long time to finish this. It took me way longer than I thought it would, so I think I'll take a while to really finish all of the pages, because if you see, we have a lot of pages to go through today. This was for a raid by Mao XOS. Someone please shout her out. She's also a VTuber from Singapore. She's like cyberpunk, emo, goth girl aesthetic, so very cool. If you like that aesthetic, you'll like her streams. Then we have like a bunch of others, so almost 4 a page. Ramen Doodles, Luna Ombre, the Takari Horizon VTube, Midori VR, Lucky Somni. Some of the people who replied to the thread though, their pictures were not very safe for work, so I think in the future I need to Mao XOS. So I think in the future I'm gonna need to put a disclaimer, like if you are a loot tuber or you stream content that is not very safe for work, that we try not to interact, because my viewer base is family friendly, so I can't have very, very sexy VTubers commenting on my posts. Monka S tuber, yeah, a little bit. Some of them, when I saw the picture, I was like, oh my goodness, that's a very spicy photo that you're sending to my family friendly chat. Yeah, so I have to set those boundaries. These are all the bunnies that replied, including myself. So we have Dreamy Bunny, VT, Aruri Bun, myself, and My Zone Art. So we have like 4 bunny tubers who replied to the thread, so I'm gonna be drawing all of them. Oh, I've already drawn them, I just need to line and finish this up. This is the edgier page with all of the edgy ones. Hime was blushing. Oop. Hello Junwei, nice to see you. I'm sorry, you can hear my cats fighting in the background. They are getting along, but whenever they play, it sounds like they're fighting, so don't mind them. They can be a little bit noisy now and then. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Ollie, for all the ayayas. Ayaya, right back at you. So this is all of the more edgy ones. Like we have vampires. I think all of them are vampires. This was for People's Raid back then. There's a little me over here. People isn't technically a VTuber or PNG tuber, but maybe one day People, if you were around for a longer time and I have a bit more time, I can make one for you. Or maybe you just want to do this one, I'll just make like a smiling one so that when you talk it goes like, whoa, it flexes. So here we have a few more. These were the last 3 of the batch that I drew, and this was a little piece that I did for Lyroya because, sorry, not Kinomi Faye. Because she had her birthday stream recently, so here is her channel if you want. She was oh, Minky, there my cat just went across my table. But yeah, do follow her as well. Very sweet person. Mod Spam, thank you so much for helping me. So today is going to be a focus on just trying to get all this done. Hopefully I can get this done. I don't know if we will be able to finish it, but we'll try to get yeah, just the cat shadow because she's not settled down. I think they're a bit they're quite they're quite active from today. So I have a piece of paper that I usually put at the back when I start drawing, because the paper for this notebook is kind of thin. This one is I think by Azone, and it's not a very thick paper, but it holds to Copic ink really well. So I've been using these sketchbooks for a long time now. So for Mao, I'm gonna be doing a purple line art for hers because her character has a mostly purple color scheme. Hold on, let me just grab my pencil case. I missed that out. Also, guys, I'm very happy with my nails. They're very pretty. I had to grow them out for a couple months because I've been doing gelish nail polish and it just ruins the integrity of your nail. Like I didn't realize how much it would ruin my nail integrity, but whenever I remove the gelish from my nails, and it just gets so brittle, like it breaks. I've never had nails break until I started doing gelish, so I stopped for about a month. It took a while to like regrow them, but now they're like big and strong. And I'll probably pick a nice like color, or maybe I'll go for a manicure one of these days when I have a little more money in my pocket. Is gelish a nail polish? Yes, it's a kind of like UV triggered nail polish, so it doesn't come off as easily. It hardens on the nail and it's really sticks there. Like it can last for about a month if you really care for it. But the downside is in order to get it off, like you gotta bring it to the manicurist to file it off for you if you want to do it the safe way. Or if it peels off on its own, then sometimes it takes a bit of the nail with it, so it makes it a bit more brittle. And I don't have very healthy nails. I don't know why. Like, what is food that can have like help me have more healthy nails? I've never really looked out for my nails that well. Yeah, but it does last very long, and I still prefer them to traditional nail polish, because traditional nail polish, like, it comes off after I wash my hair, you know? But gelish will just stay there. The only problem is that if it does start peeling, then it can get really annoying to deal with, because then you have like bits and pieces that are sticking out. And have you ever had something like catch onto your hair while you're trying to wash it? Then occasionally you'll get unpleasant surprises like that. Fruits and veggies, I've been eating a bit more, but it's because I started cooking my own food a bit more too. So if you've seen my Twitter, I actually cooked bibimbap the other day. Maybe it's because I've been watching a bit more K-drama. I just felt like I wanted to eat Korean food because it looked a bit healthier. Because I've been watching Extraordinary Attorney Woo, and she just eats gimbap. Like, that's part of her routine. So I didn't try gimbap because I tried making sushi before, but it's really hard. I don't know how to roll the roll up properly, and I feel like I never get it right. So I decided to just do bibimbap instead. I thought it was easier. Himetokki and converted. You only ate veggies once this week. You boasted about it on Twitter. No, I didn't. I was so emotional. Oh my gosh, I cried so much at the latest. Wait, it wasn't the latest episode. I think it was like episode 13 or something. It was the night of the blue moon in Jeju, something like that. Part 2. I cried so much. The show is really good. I feel like it's very heartwarming, and you get to learn a bit about the law. But I also really enjoy series which deal with the law in general. So stuff like Phoenix Wright. What was the like Sherlock Holmes doesn't really deal with the law, but like problem solving, you know, like kind of like detective work, or like finding solutions to people's problems. I like those kind of shows. So law shows are quite fun for me to watch. There's also the added drama and stuff, but I feel like it's very minimal when it comes to its play on like romance and all those really time-consuming things, because a lot of K-dramas, I feel, focus so much on the romance aspect of it that I kind of lose touch with the storyline. Like, I just get so invested in the characters' relationship that I end up just not really caring about what happens in the rest of the show. But this one, the main focus of it is the cases that they solve and the people that they come across. So I like that they retain that integrity, I suppose. They don't make it all about the romance, though there is a bit of it, like here and there. Yeah. Have you watched True Detective? It's a crime show. I haven't actually. Now I gotta watch it. It's good, it's good. I'll just watch the first couple episodes, see if you enjoy it. I actually enjoyed it a bit more like after it got to the later episodes, when they start like accepting the main character for her quirks and stuff. Then things really, like, you can see their relationship as a team start to build up as well. And it's really heartwarming to watch. Okay, hold on. The music is a little loud for me, so I'm gonna tune it down a bit. This is Animal Crossing upbeat music, but if you guys want something more chill, just let me know, okay? I just feel like since we're just starting the stream, then maybe something a bit more upbeat would help me retain that energy. Then as we get into the later parts of the night, we'll play something a little more cozy. Hello nerds! Stinky is I think on my boyfriend's lap right now. He's watching One Piece with him. So I don't know how many of you in chat are artists. Can I get like a little hands up or a little like emote if you are an artist? Because Clip Studio Paint just announced a pretty big update to their future plan. Salmon boyfriend though. Boyfriend is busy with his own stuff. He's also a little bit camera shy. Like we streamed together once, but that was just like one time, you know. Okay, I have to go and so there's a lot of, I feel like, mixed reactions to the business move that they've decided on. But I also feel like they're going in the direction that is not quite like Adobe or like those subscription-based type services. I don't know. CSP is amazing. I love it. Yeah, but they recently said they'll be launching a version 2, which will have a perpetual license, which will allow you to pay one-off and use the launch version alongside any of the bug fixes and
Summon boyfriend's feet tech.
Feet, oh no. Oh no, not the feet. So it'll come with a perpetual license that you can purchase to use the software at its base form from version 2.0 launch. But to update, they're selling something called an update pass. So it's a little bit different from a subscription, which kind of locks you out if you don't even if you don't pay every month. Oh, hello. Thank you for the boo. Hello, Full-Time Milk Tea. No, this is not my OC. This is someone named Mao. So she raided us a couple days ago. We were talking about selling organs and money. So that's why there's a liver here and there's like a heart. It's a yeah. So do check her out. I think what I'm going to do for this stream is I'm gonna aim to finish the line art for most of the pieces, and then we will see how many we can color, because I am someone who has to work step by step. So when I do the sketch for all of the pieces, and then when I line art, I try to line art for all also. She has like a little necklace with a cat on it, so I missed that out in the sketch. I'm looking at her her stream on the side, like just to have an idea of how it looks like. Okay, she has some decor on the jacket, like stripes. Very like street fashion style, which I really like, but I feel like I personally cannot pull off because it's not really my aesthetic. I've always been a more like pastel. Your line art is so satisfying, by the way. Aw, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm always afraid that when I do art on stream, it's like very boring. Like, I don't know why people want to watch me do this, because it's just like step by step stuff. But I'm glad you're enjoying it, Pocket Muse. And how have your streams been recently? I've been seeing you live a bit more as well. I also managed to catch you the other day. I was so happy. Like, I hear your name in different streams, but I've never properly gotten to catch you until that day. You have such a different genre of like tasting games and stuff, with like all the horror stuff that you play. Like, I could never. I'm such a scaredy cat. It's interesting. I'm glad that you like it. It's kind of calming and therapeutic, to be honest. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it then. I suppose to each his own. I'm gonna try to add a bit of line weight to some parts of the character so that it looks a bit more complete. I've always been I always, how to say, like, you know, traditional anime style, like the animation style, they have very thin line art that's like hardly visible, and they make it look really nice, but I don't know how to do that. I've always wanted to learn. Like, my thick-ish line art has kind of carried over to digital art as well, so I've never properly like learned how to line art like a manga artist. But I suppose that sets the style apart from that. I still wish I could do it though. I suppose I just need more practice. I don't remember what this looks like. I didn't summon the reference for this. I love horror. Streams have been super fun. I actually debut as a PNG tomorrow. Oh, what time? I want to catch it if I can, but I'm working overtime actually for the next 4 days. It's not going to be very fun. We have a lot of events that are happening, so it's like all hands on deck for the next couple. What is this? What did I draw? I don't remember what this is. I'll just make it a coin, I suppose. I don't remember. Yeah, the cats. I know they're always meowing in the background. Oh, by the way, I made a little previous stream. We made a Google slide of my cats. So if you want to find out a little more about them, you can actually check it out there. Okay, so the line art for this is pretty much complete already. The most satisfying part of doing line art is erasing everything. Tomorrow around 10 a.m. EST. Oh, what time is that in GMT? Hold on. 10 a.m. EST in GMT plus 8. That would be 2 p.m. Okay, I think I can tune in. I'll pretty much finish my shift at work, though we are staying back to do some stuff. I'll try to tune in. Do you intend to make it like a... Is it gonna be a long debut stream, or is it gonna be like a chill one? Because if it's long, I can probably catch it like after maybe 4 hours in. Shut up, Mink. Okay, I'm doing my little signature here. Himetokki. I'll probably write the date also. Today is the 12th of August, or I am. If you can't, I just got to know. Aw, you're so sweet. I would love to come and support though, if I can. Where's my eraser? Hold on, I don't know where I left it. Okay, my eraser's a little small. I swear by this oh my god, the music distracted me. What? So, I swear by this Faber-Castell eraser. It just erases so cleanly with very minimal eraser dust, and it doesn't feel frustrating to use. Like, have you ever had an eraser that was just really frustrating to use? Like, there was too much dust, or it didn't really clean properly, and it was just a nightmare. Like, I hated those, but I had so many of them growing up, like just really bad erasers. So ever since discovering this one, I never stopped using it. It's been I think since I was in secondary school, so it's probably been more than 10 years that I've been using the same brand of eraser already. The shavings are the worst. Yeah, some of them are really terrible. Like, I hate I hate bad erasers. Like, what a waste of rubber, you know what I mean? Okay, so it looks so clean now. I'm very happy with how this one turned out. I think on that day, the proportions were really working out for me. Like, there are days where I draw and it just doesn't turn out the way that I want, and I can't figure out why. But this one turned out really nice. So I'm just adding a bit of detailing. So her character has like streaks in her hair, so I think I'll define the streaks using the pink, so that's a bit easier for me to color later on. I don't have to worry about getting the wrong streaks in the wrong place, and it'll still look like the same person. She has a few like more just loose and wild streaks, kind of like mine. Like, my hair has the little curl at the side too. Charcoal erasers are the best. No, it's not a kneaded eraser. Kneaded erasers are used more for like graphite and pastel type drawings where it's more powdery. That's where a kneaded eraser really comes in handy. But if you're using a regular 2B, like a hard eraser like this works perfectly fine. I've never had a charcoal eraser though. Maybe this is a charcoal one. Hold on, I have a pack of new ones. I can show you what it looks like. But I bought this a long time ago, so I don't know if it's the same. Okay, so it's this one. It's this one. Faber-Castell Special Eraser for Examination. Excellent soft and clean eraser. It doesn't specify whether it is whether it's charcoal or not, but I really like it. Good for not just exams, just good for everyday use in general. I've never loved an eraser so much, but I swear by it. I really do. Like, okay, I really want like a mini desktop vacuum so that I can get all these little things like out of the way. Faber-Castell is a good brand, yeah, and it's like relatively affordable. I feel like it's an investment. Anyway, erasers, like when you use them for a long time, so might as well get a good one, right? It's a good, but I would say that I don't really like I don't like all Faber-Castell products. I can't remember if it was Faber-Castell, but they have markers. Hold on. With like it was marketed as a anime art set, but it just looks so bad. Let me let me show you. Okay, I'm bringing up the pictures on here now. It's not the worst that I've seen, but it's definitely not what you would associate with like a good anime art. Okay, so let me just share screen real quick. By the way, Stream Readers is on if you guys want to participate. Alright, so let me just squeeze this in here. Alright, so Faber-Castell has anime art sets, but the images that they decide to use, or the artists that they decided to commission for this, it's not what you would typically associate with an anime art style. Like, the proportions are kind of weird. Her boob looks kind of jank over here, you know what I mean? It's not great anime art. So I don't know why they decided to use these. I think I could be like being overly critical because, but like, I don't find this a very good example of an anime art. Like, why are his abs showing through his shirt? Why? Why does his chest extend all the way up to the like shoulder blades? It's just really strange. But it's not the worst. I think it was, oh yeah, this one was the worst. When I saw this one, I was like, no way that this is a real product that they decided to like print and advertise with. Hold on, I think this one. This is a clearer picture. Let me get it for you. So, hold on. This, you know, you know Clannad, right? Clannad characters. I've never been like a huge fan of the Clannad proportions, but it's still acceptable. Like, you know, their eyes are kind of far apart and like really big, but this takes it to the next level, guys. This is like not. Why are his eyes so far apart? It's like 2 eyes width apart. So I don't trust all their looking like a frog, sir. Yeah, so I don't trust all of their products. Maybe because of like their choice in, I have half of my, should I write in and ask them like, hey guys, maybe you should hire me to draw your anime art instead. It's so bad. That one in particular is really bad. Alright, we're gonna, yeah, you can hear the meows in the back. Alright, so we have 4 characters here. I think I can show. Aiming Bombay looking Calcutta eyes. What? I don't get that, but it sounds funny. Alright, so all these characters are mostly blue tones, so I'm going to take my blue liner. I'm not a fan of, I used to use black liner like all the time, but over the years I prefer the vibe of like a colored liner. I think I'm missing my blue one. Where'd it go? I have a ton of like pink and brown, but I don't know where's my blue one. Okay, I think my blue one is missing, so I'm just gonna use this one. It's also a brush that I really like. It's called it's by this brand Tombow, and it is their brush pen. It's really nice to use. You can do a lot of different widths with it. Line widths? Yeah. But it's a bit harder to control than like they have knocked something over. It's a little harder to control than like a typical like ball pointed pen. I feel like a lot of fun having a lot of stationery. I really do like that too. Blue tones. People paint? It's an old dad joke, really? I have too much stationery. I used to have way too much stationery too. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see the work a little more easily. Organizing them is fun. You guys should see. I would show you my my shelf of what do you call it, my stationery cart, because I have a cart now. I used to put all my stationery on my table, then I realized that with having cats it's a little bit harder to do that, because if you have cats they'll just knock everything over. So organizing them is no like, there's no points because they end up just toppling over every time the cats fight. Hello, you wonderful humans. Cynthia, hello. Oh my gosh, wow, we finished this one really quickly. Also, that was super loud. I'm so sorry. Alright, so we're progressing to the bronze chest now. Cats just see something and ghosts belongs on the floor. Like, will it bounce? Will it bounce? Let's test it out. And then they just sweep it to the floor. Yeah, my cats do that too. So, okay, we have that done. Alright, let me just go to my Twitter real quick. So here you can find, where's the thread that oh, someone drew me, by the way. Minimal is drawing me and I look so cute. I love it. So if you guys want to look at more of her work, she streams here at Minimal Art, but she has been a bit on hiatus because from streaming, because she has been very busy with IRL stuff. And this one was by Bourbon Gerben, who is somebody who I enjoyed watching the last time I managed to catch him. He also loves Splatoon, which is why you can see like the Woomy. You can see the little Woomy style. It looks like an inkling. Yeah, so he drew me, and I promised him that if he drew me, I would do one in return. So I gotta draw one for him also today. So where is the thread? This one's the... Okay, here it is. So I have like a bunch of people that I'm drawing from here. Alright, so this is the first one. It's like it's a bit of a furry character. I really should be a bit more specific with like what characters can you send. Like, please don't send me your character's feet pics. But yeah, this one's still okay. So this is their OC. It's like a Lucario Sylveon. I'm not sure what else, but it's like a hybrid of Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon, I'm really looking forward to Scarlet Violet. It's one of the games that I want to pre-order also. Hello, welcome Sir Softy. That is such a cute name. Welcome to the stream. How did you find us? Thank you for hanging out. We're just doing some line art today. I'm not sure if I'll be doing some coloring later. I'm hoping that maybe I can finish some, but I'm not sure if I can. So I'll be... Okay, their character has some like pink tips, so I will be doing the pink line art at the bottom too. Also, Cynthia, how have you been? I hope you've been well. I haven't heard from you in a while. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Okay, Minky is on the table. If she settles down, I will turn on the cat cam. But if she is gonna be playing with Stinky for the next half an hour, then I'll spare you the falling camera and all of that. Arana, hello. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. We are about 40 people away from it being reflected on Twitch as 3.5k followers. So if you're enjoying the stream so far, please don't forget to follow. Honestly, I have a bad habit of engaging in chat and in streams, and then I forget to follow as well. It's totally unintentional, but it does happen. So if you're enjoying yourself and you would like to follow, just click the follow button real quick before you leave. Okay. So this is a user named Luna Umbri. It's a very cute name. So this other character here, she actually hit affiliate yesterday. Let me search her up. So she was... these are the bunny ones. Oh wait, we have her as well. So maybe I'll draw her first. This is a Horizon Vtube. She looks so cute. I feel like her hair reminds me a bit of Gra. But she's definitely a very unique looking character on her own as well. Like, I like her style. I've always been a fan of pixie cuts, and I've had a pixie cut a couple times in my life, but every time I end up missing my long hair, so I know that although I can pull it off, it's not what my heart desires, you know? That's awesome for affiliate. I know! Have you hit affiliate already, Pocket Muse? By the way, for those of you in chat, do go and follow Pocket Muse. She is lovely. Very, very lovely person. And if you're a fan of horror games, you won't find a lot of it on my channel, so if you're a fan of that, you can go and check them out. Ah, oh no, I flattened the head a bit. It's okay, it's okay. There is no undo button in in physical drawing, but it's we learn to deal with the mistakes. I really want to get back into gouache. Oh my god, why did I make her jaw so square? What happened? Why am I turning into Mar Simpson? I almost said Margot Robbie. I'm like, no, that's not that's not the Simpson. Okay, we're gonna just add a little pink shade here to make it look like that was intentional. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you can hear the cats meowing. I'm so sorry for the meows. This is my everyday Margot Toki. Oh, dude, I wish, but I can't pull off Margot Robbie. She is too hot. I feel like I fall more along the cute what's that? They have like dramatic. I remember watching a video on it before. Like, what are your facial features? How to pick makeup that suits your facial features or something like that. Then they talked about the romantic and the dramatic features. Like a lot of Hollywood actresses, those that are typically seen as really sexy or mature, they usually have like the dramatic sort of face. But I am a almost pure romantic. Everything on me is round. I have a pretty sharp jaw, but that's about it. So this is the Tokari. She hit affiliate yesterday, so do congratulate her on Twitter if you've seen her post. Her character is so freaking pretty as well. Like when I saw it, I was like, holy smokes! I definitely want to draw her. I feel like I don't really do her. Like even my art isn't dramatic. My art is romantic too, like cutesy cutesy. You know, I guess art can reflect your personality. What do you think? Do you think your artwork reflects your personality as an artist, or is it like completely unrelated? Also, hello Kinomi! Those of you who have missed Kinomi's belated birthday, you can wish her a belated birthday. I'm glad you like the art. I have the original right here actually if you want to see. It was like the last page because I drew it. Like I realized that I missed on the day to put it on the kudos board thing, and I was like, no, I missed it. But I still wanted to draw something anyway. You're very welcome. I hope you like it, and I hope that you continue to grow. How's your community and how was the stream? I actually missed a lot of it because it was pretty late for me when you were streaming your birthday stream. So I was really sad I couldn't catch like the majority of it. Oh my god, her I know her artist, her character is so freaking pretty. Like I'm so jealous. I wish I was like a hot space goddess like that, but your girl is just a cute space princess. But that's okay. I'm adding to the variety of characters. I don't think I can pull off like an Ara kind of like mommy vibe anyway. So it's fine. We'll stick with I'll stick to my guns. I'll stick to being cute. I think I think that's what I work. That's what works for me. That's the comfort zone. Like cute and comfy is my comfort zone. Kawaii toki. My art is trash. So do I Pepe D. What's Pepe D? Hold on, I missed a bit of chat. Let me just look a second. Margot Toki, I hope you've been well. I have been well, thank you so much. Work has been really like insanely tiring, but I think I'm finding my footing a little more. I'm getting used to waking up at 5:30 every day. It still makes me really sleepy, but I like sleep on the bus on the way to work and stuff. So I've definitely found a bit of a routine there. I'm just looking forward to my holiday because we have like a work break as well. So I'm looking forward to that so that I can like take a rest and not have to worry about waking up so early every day. Now is like a really busy time at my workplace, so it can be quite hectic. I'll be working overtime. I was just telling chat I'm working overtime for the next 4 days. Like it's only Monday. Monday is the only day this week that I'll be going home on time. Every other day I'll be working overtime because there are just so many preparations and help needed like all over. So it's like staying back after my shift to help with other like miscellaneous tasks. But you know, the whole reason why the company or the entity is able to continue is also because everyone helps one another. So now and then we have busy periods like this and it's fine. We'll just like take it and then we take our holidays. Imagine working overtime only 4 days. People, you are being slave driven. I don't know how you're still at your current job, but yeah, I think you can take it easy also because you set your boundaries with your boss, which I think that is really important, especially if you're working in a corporate environment. Like setting boundaries between work and like your personal time is so important. But you can do it every day. Oh jeez, I wish you best of luck with the overtime. Thank you, thank you. Hime is kawaii tier. Yeah, I really am. Like, I don't think I'll ever leave that tier. Like, that is me in real life and in on stream. Hold on, the music just became really soft. They didn't really volume balance this playlist. I'm sorry. Be comfortable as your character is great. Yeah. Kinomi, how you've been PNG tubing for a while now as well, right? How have you been feeling the space? I know it's I'm still getting used to it, honestly, because for those of you who have been around for a long time, you know that I used to be a face streamer, so I would put on makeup and cute clothes and, like, okay, so not every time, but often I'll dress up a little for stream. Sometimes I did cosplay streams and stuff, and that was what I used to do. But because of personal privacy reasons and also like potential conflict of interest with my workplace, I had to change over to no face streaming, which I honestly am enjoying. But the space is very different because I'm also interacting online with so many people who I've never seen before. Like, I find that very interesting. Like, it's a very warm and welcoming space, but it's also a space where everyone is kind of like playing as their own character. But I try to keep as true to my personality as I do in character, because I'm just not a very good actress, to be honest. So I know some people really dedicate themselves into becoming the character that they've created, and I'm super impressed by that. I really admire people who are able to get into character and play as someone who is a little unlike themselves, but maybe an extension of themselves. But for me, it's like, yeah, I'm using an avatar that is no longer my face, but I'm definitely just being myself. So at first I was like really intimidated because I thought that going into PNG tubing I would have to like voice act, I would have to come up with a story, I'd have to come up with like a character personality and really like stick to it, like not break character and stuff. And then I realized not everybody does that, and I can choose not to also. It's really up to you what kind of streamer, what kind of content creator you want to be, and what you're comfortable with. So I'm just sticking to being comfortable with myself. Like, sometimes I try to use jargon just for the immersion, but it's not a lot. Like, I'll say like, oh, I'm going to do my princess duties, but it's really just work. Like, I feel like I'm trying too hard on that. You've seen it before, but when I'm in cosplay, I tend to be chaotic. I think, yeah, like even as a streamer, I remember being a part of this podcast a long time ago, where we were talking about streaming and how we are online versus how we are in real life. And I think a lot of people, even if they are face streamers, they also have a certain personality about them that might be different from their regular selves, you know? But there should be something like a trigger, or at least that's what we discuss. Like, usually there is something that you put on, like a pair of glasses, or just like for us it's the avatar, and then we just become, that is what helps you get into that space of being that character. I don't know how it works for other people, but for me, yeah, I think I put on a bit of a different voice when I'm streaming. It could just be so that I want to come across as a bit more articulate, so I tend to do that. But yeah, when I'm very comfortable or when it's really late night, you'll see like my real voice come out also. But it's still an extension of yourself, so I feel like people should respect that. Like, some people will say, like, I've had people come into my stream because I back then I was quite open about the fact that I'm a Singaporean person, right? So people would come into my stream and tell me like, why you don't talk like Singaporean? Is it you're ashamed of your Singaporean culture? Yada yada. I'm like, no, it's not that I'm ashamed of my Singaporean culture. I just wanted to be a bit more inclusive. I didn't want to be speaking in my Singlish accent all the time, because otherwise the international audience may or may not understand me, you know what I mean? And it's not like this voice is not me being me also, so it comes just as naturally to me as it does Singlish. Oh, I forgot to draw like the little stripes on her chest. Oopsie. It's Zuzu with his special entry sound. Welcome in, Zuzu. Thank you so much for coming. How are you doing? I am talking a lot today. I don't know what's gotten into me. Maybe it was a good weekend break, or maybe it was because I slept for like 2 hours just now. But I'm on a roll today. There are some days where I start stream and then I don't know what to say, you know? But today is a bit more of a chatty day, I feel. You're quite RL when I met you at the event. Oh, also because at the event I was a bit more self-conscious because I didn't want to bump into people I knew from work there. Also, it was my first time meeting some of the friends that were with me that day. Like, I was with a bunch of people, but they were all new to me, so I was like a little bit more shy. Usually I'm a bit more chaotic, but that day, I don't know. Because one of the girls who was in the group that I'm just like rolling up the eraser dust here if you don't know. You cannot see what I'm doing. I'm just rolling eraser dust. Yeah. It wasn't at Cosfest. I cosplayed at, what was it called again? The one at Expo. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, I cosplayed as Your Forger at that one of the cosplay events, and I met one of my friend's girlfriend. Oh yes, Art Market. And his, no, not really his girlfriend, but like the girl that he was dating at the time. Now they are no longer together. But oh my gosh, she is so tall and pretty, and I'm just like, I was like a bit shy around. Like gorgeous women, they stun me, you know. I was telling my boyfriend the other day, like, I was trying to figure out what was my fictional type, and I realized, okay, with male characters, I don't really have a type. It really depends on the mood of it. Like, do I want a Genki boy today, or do I want someone who's cool and collected? But with women, fictional women, I love giant women. Like I don't know what to tell you. Okay, Diana from Seven Deadly Sins, she's gorgeous. Mount Lady, she's gorgeous. I love women with like a powerful presence. I just, yeah, like that's my type. And like all the crystal gems. Giant women are like my favorite thing. Would I actually date a giant woman? I don't know. I don't really swing that way, but I appreciate the aesthetic of a giant woman, and I can picture myself being embraced by a giant woman, you know, like they've always got that like powerful demeanor to them, which I think is also a projection of how, like, for me, I'm very petite in real life, and I feel that quality sometimes encourages people to undermine me. Like, I don't know if you've ever felt undermined because you were small, but not constantly, but I've had enough times in my life where people have looked down on me because of my size that I'm like, this is not something that is my favorite thing about myself, but it's definitely something I've embraced. It's just, you know, if I was a giant woman, they wouldn't see me like that. And at my workplace too, like all the powerful ladies, they're all giant women. Like they're all typically bigger. They're like chunkier, like more voluptuous, you know, like they have that presence. Like, sometimes I wish I was a giant woman. That's all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying. I want to be a giant woman. I don't know why I went like a big round about it, but yeah, that's the moral of the story, guys. I just want to be a giant woman. Yes, all the time. What was your experience like? Like for me, it doesn't help that I'm small and I also have a very youthful looking face. Like, yes, I'm youthful, but I don't look my age sometimes. Like if I'm not wearing makeup, I look like a student, you know what I mean? So there were times where I reported to work and then like the security guard will be like, "Oh, little girl, what are you looking for?" I'm like, "I am the instructor." I don't know what to tell you. I'm here to be in a position of authority. And it's just, I don't know, it just makes things awkward also. All I wanna do is see you turn into... That's like one of my favorite songs. I love it. And it was such a like innocent song also. Like he literally just wanted to see them turn into a giant woman. I was like, oh, me too. Same. Giant woman sounds so funny. Is there a proper term for it? I don't know actually. Is there a proper? Isn't giant woman like a proper term? You look okay lah. Maybe because of the way you carry yourself. Yeah, maybe it's the way that I carry myself. It could be that also. I honestly wouldn't know. Yeah, Steven Universe songs. I actually listen to Steven Universe songs quite often. It's just that today I decided on Animal Crossing. Maybe because I wanted something like slightly more upbeat. Giant woman. I share the same taste, teammate. People, you would look good with a giant woman for sure. Oh my gosh, why are there so many ants on my table? Hello? Okay, but them transformed together was so beautiful. Yes! Oh my gosh, the crystal gems and their fusions are just gorgeous. I cannot. Okay, of all the fusions, who do you relate to the most? I don't know how many of you are Steven Universe fans. I relate to Sardonyx. I love like her. She's this like ringmaster type, like very let's play a game, like a very good host. So I like Sardonyx. Like maybe because I feel like I relate to her when I am performing or when I have to present stuff. Then yeah, I feel like I become like Sardonyx when I do stuff like that. Ooh, that's a tough one. But like on their own, I think I related quite a bit to Amethyst. I don't remember why, but I remember there was an episode where she just felt, I think it was an episode where she felt underappreciated or undermined as well, or like unlike others, and that was an episode that kind of resonated with me. I still don't remember why exactly though. It's been so long since I watched it. It's been a long time since it came out. It's still got I will say though, I really love the soundtracks of Steven Universe. Like definitely some of my favorites. Okay, so I'm gonna show you who I just outlined. So yes, you can see some a bit yabai artwork that's on here. So this is Midori, Vtuber Racing Queen. So she is pretty cool. I saw her page and she mostly does like racing streams. So I was like, wow, that's super cool. So that's why I decided to draw her also. So this is Midori. And then I think it was, who else did I draw? I think this one, Hannah May. So Hannah May is the one underneath, which I will do now. I think she was figuring out her past and it got to her. Yeah, something like that. Oh, it made me feel really feel her though. You know what I mean? Like oh man. It was a show that definitely made me cry a lot. But I enjoyed it thoroughly despite that. So this character I went with a bit more of a chibi approach because it's not a very detailed character from the reference that she sent. So it's like this what's that called? What do you call a half serpent lady? Mao! Oh my gosh, we were just drawing you just now. We were not really drawing, but like outlining your piece. You wanna see? Let me turn back 2 pages. It's a Mao! It's a Mao! It's okay, you can review the board later on. So this was the base that we have for you. I look so good. Is it Naga? Ah, Chow! Okay, exclamation mark Chow. Thank you, no problem. Thank you for bringing the raid that time. Yeah, the liver, the heart, the money. I don't even remember like what happened after you raided, but I remember like all these things. So yeah, I think I missed out one line here for the neck. Okay, there we go. Yeah, something about selling organs, a cult. Speaking of cults, okay, that was a weird segue. But speaking of cults, this Thursday I'm gonna be trying Cult of the Lamb. I caved, I bought it, and you guys are officially gonna be a part of my cult, right? Right? You're gonna be there, right? Can someone exclamation mark Chow? Cult of the Lamb Pog. Yes. You clean poop. Wait, what? Excuse me, we have to clean poop. I didn't hear about that aspect of the game. We have to clean poop. I clean poop every day already for my cats. You're telling me I have to clean poop while game too? Cult of the Lamb. Yeah, I decided to try it. I was actually wondering if I should save it for like Halloween or something, but the votes came in and it was like, yeah, everybody wants to watch Cult of the Lamb right now. It's very hype, but also I've heard really good things about it, so I'm very, very excited to try it. That's all. Now you get to do it virtually. Ah! And you can do Twitch raffles. Really? For what? I heard that I'm supposed to come up with a cult name, and I have no ideas for it right now. Any suggestions? Your chat can raffle in to become your follower. Oh, so that's how the Twitch integration works. I thought it was like anyone in chat can. Minky, why are you smelling my feet? Hold on, my cat is sniffing my feet. It's making me a bit uncomfortable. Gaga, hello. My feet is not your foot. Stop it. My cats like feet, both of them. One likes snuggling, one likes like sniffing and licking feet. I don't know. I didn't teach them this. They picked it up from somewhere else. I don't know, man. But I do love them. I love them a lot. Sorry, am I like TMIing the feet smelling cult? Is that gonna be our cult name? Please, oh my gosh, no. Unless the votes come in and it's feet smelling cult. Oh man. Okay, next one that I'm drawing is this polar bear character, Stormy Winter 200. I think, yeah, very cute there. But they gave me a chibi reference, so I could only draw a chibi for them. Only Beans. I like Only Beans. Who is... Okay, any more suggestions? We can actually take a vote right now. Only Beans? Only Beans actually adorable. I'm just gonna do an all blue even though the hair is brown. Himetokki. Himetokki. I like that. Okay, Himetokki. We have Only Beans, we have Himetokki. Zuzu out here just spamming emotes. What are you inclined to, Zuzu? Why are y'all meowing in the back? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw my my little I created a presentation last stream of it's like about my cats thing. So if you wanna check it out, it's !cats. But yeah, in there there's a description of Minky, the grey one. She loves socks. Like, that is her favorite toy. Like, of all the things that I buy for her, I splashed so much money on their toys and they tell me they only want my socks. She will open her mouth, right? Stuff a sock in it and then just meow. And she's like, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you like this? Who programmed you? Like, both of them are not programmed, right? I tell you. Even your cats have an FAQ. Yes, of course. I'm a very thorough person. Okay, of course they have to have an FAQ. Zuzu, hey, we should create a custom command for Zuzu since he's been top gifter for a long time already. Yes, thorough. But I haven't added more pictures to the gallery yet because there's like a slide with like a picture of them. But I haven't. Honestly, a lot of my photos of my cats are a bit unglam. Like, you know how boyfriends take photos of their girlfriends? I don't know. It's of course a generalization, but the way boyfriends take photo of the girlfriend is like at their most unglamorous moment. They're like, "Oh yes, this is my queen." I'm like, what? When I dress up for you, you don't take for me. When I look like crap. When I just wake up or when I'm sleeping, then you take a photo of me. Like, why? Your boyfriend is a cosplay photographer. Okay, you got off lucky then. My boyfriend is what I just described. So I take really nice pictures of him, like when we go and eat nice food and stuff. Then I like take a picture of him with the food, right? Man doesn't do that for me, you know. He just snaps away when I don't look cool. Like, we go kopitiam, then I'm like halfway eating my noodles, then he'll take a photo of me. I'm like, why do you do this? But it's kind of an endearing thing lah. Like, they want to capture the candid moment, you know. Okay. Let's start the stream. It's all natural. It's me in my natural habitat. But I look like a gremlin in my natural habitat. I wish you wouldn't. Take Minky pictures when he's the cutest. It's a she lah. Stop misgendering my cat. Can y'all scold Jim? He's constantly misgendering my cat, calling Minky. Aww, people, that's actually so cute. Hey, Sakura, congratulations. You got some warrior scrolls. Not when you think you're beautiful. I wish he would take pictures of me when I think I'm beautiful too, though. Just take pictures of me all the time lah. Then you won't miss out, you know? Just be constantly on that camera. Gotta yeah, she's doing the thing. She's stuffing her mouth with the sock. Can hear her. She's running around with a sock in her mouth, meowing away. Like, I don't get the appeal, but I'm not judging. Just ask lah. I hear Mel's yell. She's like, and the sock is like stuffed. Oh my god, stop, girl! Why? Why are you like this? Like, of all the time for you to meow, you don't meow when you want food. You don't meow. Aya. She's fine though. She's fine. She's just playing with the socks. She's living her best life. Yeah, it's life is too short to not do the things you love. So if you like eating socks, like, do it, fam. I support you. Slay queen. Okay, so this is Lucky Somni, and her character is so freaking cute. I looked at this, I was like, oh my god, she's so nice. It's so beautiful. I was like, the reference. It's so gorgeous, right? I know. So when she sent this to me, I was like, I hope I can do justice to it. But yeah, this makes me want to commission artists to do my reference sheet, because oh my goodness, my art, I wouldn't say can never, but my art is not up to that standard yet, fam. Who is that? This is Lucky Somni. I'm not sure who her artist is though, but I think it's in her credits. Yeah, Lucky Somni. Okay, I see a poll going up. Who created the poll? Thank you so much. Join the ongoing art raffle. Wait, why am I reading Nightbot? Yes, if you guys want to join a free raffle and win a this thing, one of these, I would lean over to kiss it, but I can't really do that. If you want to win one of these, join my Twitter giveaway. The artist really popped off, right? I wish I could do something as like impressive as that and wing it. Apparently, the faster I go, the better it looks. Damn, chow. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Sonic X. I think that's how it goes. Okay, I see votes coming in for what should we name the Hime cult. Alright, 2 votes for Only Beans. Hime Queen cult, feet smelling cult, 0. Himetokki cult, meow cult. Okay, Only Beans is leading right now. Yeah, I wish I could. Yeah, this is what I aspire my art style to be. Like, just this gorgeous, like, thin line art, like, beautiful cell shading. But I don't know where to start with this art style. Like, I've just been doing this for like so long that I don't know how to break out of it, you know? Minky, stop! Oh my goodness. I mean, I feel like my art it has its features, it has its charms, but it's not industry professional looking, you know what I mean? Why no Valo cult? Because my hi Minky, I can't concentrate on talking when you keep meowing. I'm sorry, I'm getting like half distracted by my cat meowing away. You're stuck, you gotta start doing industrial design and concept art boot camps. So if you have any to recommend, I'll be more than happy to give it a shot. But also at the same time, it's like, man, work has been so freaking busy that I don't know, man. Like, it feels like as much as I want to pursue art and really like improve and do all these things, it's like I constantly feel like time is really short, you know? Like, I don't have enough time in the day to do it, and it makes me a little sad because at the end of the day, do I like my job? Yes. Am I passionate about it? Partially, but I definitely love streaming a lot more. I just prioritize my work because I have to at the moment. Like, I can't just get by without my job at the moment. It's basically Peter Han's done it. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me open this. We can send it to the art resource one also. Only beans one pog. Okay. Maybe if you blow your breath into the sock. Stop. Oh my god, Jim. What? What? Have you tried that on your cat? What? Thank you so much for the share. This is really interesting. Construction to animals. Ooh. Wow. These are really good. Anyone can learn to draw. Which is true. I advocate that. Anyone can learn to draw. But to become like an industry professional, to really acquire the style that you want, takes time and practice. And I don't know whether I have either one. I get that. I just gotta finish the video game, but I'm so sick. I think it's good that you're taking care of yourself first, child. It's really hard to progress when your health is down. Yeah. I hope you get better though, friend. Like it's been a while already. Okay, mine's been biting on my smelly shoe for the longest time. Oh gosh, those that bite shoes, I get even less. Himetokki kind of reminds me of Yakult sometimes. It does. Okay, hold on. I'm catching up to chat. I inspired my art style to be like that, but I don't know where to start on just drawing a face. Yeah, it just feels very... I feel like it's not scaffolded enough. Like how to achieve the style that I want. There's not a lot of scaffolding involved. It's just... The most that I can do is to watch people do speed paints and kind of try to guess what they're doing, because then you can see like step by step what the process is to achieve that style that you want. But there's a lot of self figure outing, and like, okay lah, honestly there's no rush to improve also. At the end of the day, if you don't intend to become an industry professional in the arts and you just want to acquire the skill, nothing wrong with taking your time with it as well. Okay, I don't think I did her character justice. Look at how much I simplified her collar. Her collar is so detailed, and I just like let me try to zoom in. Her collar is so detailed, and I just made it like ruffles. Oops. What I learned was most important for me was knowing my tempo. I thought I had to slow down, but actually I find that when I don't, my instincts can kick in and I can draw fine. Okay, I mean, I suppose as long as you're able to figure out your own learning style. Oh my gosh, they are crashing into things now. Oh my goodness, guys, 为什么你们这样? Why y'all like that? Okay, boyfriend has come out of his room to see what the ruckus is. Stinky! Stop chasing Minky around. Oh my goodness, you're a terrible older brother. I tell you already. Edging your comfort zone. That's good advice. And I can vouch for Chow. Like, he is someone who has definitely been improving his art on a consistent-ish basis, like way more than me lah, that's for sure. Every time I see his work, it's improved in some way. Blow your breath into the sock. Stop it, Jim. I'm not gonna do that. Wait, why did I leave a space over here? Like, was there something that was supposed to be here? Cause there's nothing now that I look at her reference more closely. I think my sketch is a bit messy, so I'm not sure what I'm drawing anymore. Okay. I'll do the same as an older brother. Chase your younger sister. Terrible. I'm so glad I'm not your younger sister. Okay, let me try to figure out the sleeve here, because it's quite an intricate pattern, and I'm a bit... Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit confused by it. It looks like one of those... Have you ever seen those like Italian fountains? What am I saying? Like, you know those famous Italian fountains with all the curls and twirls, and I don't really know what they are, but they look great. Yeah, it looks like that. It's all in good fun for me, that is. Oh, terrible. I'm alert for a bit, gonna shower, make some brekkie. Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. Kuya Miki, thank you so much for coming. How did you find our stream? Welcome, welcome. For those who are new here, by the way, you can check out my FAQ. And Pocket Meals, have a wonderful breakfast and rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. Hope that you had some fun talking with us about the various things that we talked about too. I'll catch you tomorrow if I can for your PNG tuber debut. Can my mods please shout out Pocket Meals again? Oh my gosh, they're crashing into things again. Why? Minky, stop. Thank you so much for the follow, Kuya. So we are about 39 people away from it being reflected as 3.5k followers on Twitch. If you would like to support the channel, or if you've been enjoying yourself so far but you haven't followed, do consider paying me a follow. It's free and you get free emotes to use too. Thank you so much for the luck. Oh, ciao. Hope your chest feels better. Okay, finished our second page. Oh man, I'm way slower than I thought I would be, man. Hey, no, this is the third page already. Okay, third page. Third page for how long has it been? Third page for an hour is not too bad. I don't think I can finish coloring it, but it's definitely progress. Minky, your tail is swatting my cup. Take care, ciao. I hosted your channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for the host. Much appreciated. I'm really sorry. The host notifications aren't working because otherwise we will usually get like a double notification if people raid. Because it will notify as raided then host. Then it'll be like twice. Yeah, so I turned it off. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I have to redo my host list as well because right now I'm hosting my stream team peeps, but a lot of them are quite inactive. And since I'm a bit more in like the Vtuber and PNG tuber scene now, I think I should like allow some of my friends to have like some time on this space here, you know? So I might review the auto host list in a bit. I don't know when though. Then I'll do that. Upon reviewing like her reference and my drawing, I think I made a lot of like little mistakes as I sketched her. Like her ear here is not supposed to be puffy, it's like supposed to be a disc with which looks like a bit like a planet, but your girl just made it your girl just made it fluffy because that was what I naturally inclined to, so whoops. But yeah, her hair, the inside of the hair is like a much darker, like galaxy sort of color. I feel like the galaxy aspect, like the otherworldly aspect of her design and some of the other designs that I've drawn, they are so much clearer. Like they are very clearly put across. Whereas like, yes, I say that I'm from another planet, but oh my god, you can't tell from looking at me. I just look like a bunny girl. Maybe down the line I'll review my model, but at the moment I'm very happy how I look. It's simple, but it works for me. There's Hime, there's Toki lah, huh? So we make it work. So satisfying. I love erasing. I think I'm definitely a lot more confident with my line art on traditional art than I am on my digital art. Like when I do line art on my digital pieces, every time I take away the sketch layer, I'm like, why does it look like that? But then when I do it on physical like paper, I never really have that feeling. Okay, her whole outfit is like latex black, so I might have to I think I'll just color it in later. Okay, third page done. Let's zoom out to take a look, shall we? Why are you meowing so much? Go! Oh, that's the boy. Why? Okay, so this is our third page so far. Let's review what we have done. We've done one full page piece for Mao, 4 smaller portraits, and 4 smaller portraits here as well. I think I'll try to post them like one by one because the previous one that I did over here, this was like the first sketches that I did, so it was a bit scuffed lah, like the proportions a bit not there, you know. Mom, I love that blankie emote, by the way, I commissioned a pixel blankies emote, and I'm very excited to see how it turns out. I can't wait. They're so nice colored. Thank you. The pixel blankies is like something I've always wanted. Like, I see so many people with it. I'm like, I also want a pixel blankies emote. I want to see when it's out. I definitely will. So of course for yours, I'll do a solo shot to post on my IG and stuff. But I think for all these smaller portraits, I'll also do like individual ones because I'm doing so many and I hardly have the time to draw anyway. So I might as well capitalize on it so that I have more stuff to post on my Instagram. Which, by the way, if you have not followed, please follow me there. My engagement has been down recently. Not really recently, like over the past few years, because you may see that I have 11k followers on my IG, but that was when I popped off when I was like 14, okay? So that was a long time ago, and now the engagement has kind of died down. I definitely still have the follower count. It's great for when negotiating with brands and stuff because the numbers are there, but I can't justify the low engagement. So I'm still wondering, you know, when will I ever pop off again, but very hard to tell. Okay, so now for the bunny VTubers, I think I'm gonna brand deals pog. Unfortunately, now I also cannot take brand deals. I used to be sponsored by a couple of brands, but because of my work, I couldn't continue. Yeah, this one's the bunny gang. I was looking forward to doing this one because it's like the aesthetic is there. Thank you so much, Kuya. I know you're new here, but I really appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so we can see a bit clearer. Also, one day I want to do a manicure because this is kind of gonna look because therapy. That's great. Have a good session, Cynthia. Hope it goes well. Good luck. Let us know, okay? If it's not too private, like how it goes. I hope it goes well either way. Ish, to the money. Yeah, because like now all you see are my hands, and then like gotta make them look cute. I actually even bought gloves, you know, because at first I wanted to like, oh, I want to be one of those VTubers which like doesn't show her hands, you know. I wear white gloves instead. It's very cute. But then when I'm doing art, all the marker ink and everything just gets all over the white gloves, and I'm like, girl, this is not very sustainable. I might have to buy many pairs. Someone said hands, I said hands, because you see my own, you only see my hands nowadays. Also, we have decided on our cult of the lamb cult name. We're gonna call it Only Beans. Our cult is debuting on Thursday. So if you wanna join in, right, you come in then, okay? Join my cult debut on Thursday, folks. Oh wait, I realized I didn't post on Instagram that I'm live. Oh my gosh. Actually, scarf screamer. Okay, one moment. Art with chat now. Come join. Oh my god, I always forget this. Scarf screamer. That's my cat. He goes. He doesn't scream properly. He doesn't go. He goes. Yep. Maybe one day you will hear him, but the way he shouts is like very broken one. It's quite cute though. If you remember. How to scream again? I missed it. Like it's broken. It's like not. It's like. This makes me think of Pokemon. Oh my god. Speaking of Pokemon, I know I brought this up just now, but I don't think I really engaged you guys on that conversation. So, how many of you intend to get Pokemon Scarlet Violet? Also, so this is Dreamy Bunny VT. Then there's where are the other bunny girls? This is Mai. They actually look very similar. They look like they could be sisters. I look like I could be the auntie. I don't know. Maybe it's the big blonde hair, but I look like I'm from Jersey Shore, you know. And then Aurori. So Aurori get a Pokemon where, like the Switch game that's coming out. Not me, but my card name has Pokemon in it. Not related. I'm gonna do a pink lineup for all of us because I think that pink will be able to transcend all of our color palettes. Like, although mine is a blue bunny, like her character's hair color and stuff is quite light, so I think a pink would still work. There's also this other game that I wanted to play. It's called Hooked on You. It's like a Dead by Daylight parody game. So those of you who watched me play Lovers of Ether a long time ago would have known that I love playing dating sim games. It's just so funny, especially the parody kinds. Like it's really nonsense. So would you guys like to watch me play that? I'm thinking of maybe playing that during the Halloween season where, you know, it's a bit more spoopy. It's kind of horror, but not quite, because your girl can't take actual horror. Don't have that console. Aw, it's okay. I love my Switch, but I think it hasn't been working properly. Like my capture card hasn't been recording the sound and stuff. The last time I used my Switch to stream was for Ring Fit. Yeah, your girl used to play Ring Fit on stream. Like she would wear athleisure and everything. It's been a while. Thank you for the water. I'm gonna drink some. Avi, hello. Oh, yours is here, Avi. Hello. I haven't colored yours. Sorry. I'm just doing the lineup for all because I don't know. That's my process, guys. Like I'll just line out everything, then I color everything. Like that's just my process. Okay, the proportions for this one look a little bit wonky, so I'm gonna adjust it after it's done in post-production. I don't know how many of you do that, but I definitely do. Like I don't use Beautycam just to edit my selfies. I use it to edit my art proportions also. And there's no shame in that. I feel like if you're able to discern like where your artwork doesn't really look right to you, like then you should, you know, you feel free to take steps to rectify it. Just because it's traditional doesn't mean you have to be a purist. Beautycam or artwork, yeah, hell yeah. Like filter that I've used filters. I use the liquify tool quite a bit. Like the liquify tool that's supposed to pull your chin in to make it look skinnier. I use that to adjust the proportions of my artwork. Because it's just way more like mobile friendly, and like you don't have to open Photoshop and all that. Yeah, so that's how I do my post-production. Okay, and then there's myself. I haven't drawn myself in a while. Oh, by the way, you guys, I don't know if you have followed my YouTube, but I will be trying to upload some stuff there down the line. Hopefully by the end of this year I'll have some content on my YouTube. I was thinking of posting up like art tutorials or speed drawings or stuff like that on there. So if you want to check out like my artistic process, or if you want to see my sketchbook tours in the future, because I have a lot of sketchbooks that I don't know if I'll keep forever, or whether, you know, down the line they'll get destroyed by my cats or something. So I've been trying to find a way to immortalize my my artwork a bit. I just haven't had the time to film yet. So if you can subscribe there, would be highly appreciated, and you will also be the first to be notified of future content that will be posted there. Okay, I realize every time I'm lighting, like I block the picture a bit. I will try not to do that. Yeah, if I do like start doing YouTube videos properly, what would you like to see? I will probably be uploading my speed paints, because that's something that helps people see like my artistic process. I might do some tutorials on like basics of Procreate or something like that, my favorite brushes, that sort of thing. I'll probably also do some like game reviews and stuff, just whatever lah, right? I'm just wondering what you guys would like to see. Or is anything fine? Because I don't intend to make like separate YouTube channels for separate content. Like I think for YouTube I'll just make a playlist instead. So I probably won't make separate accounts since I won't have a lot of videos on there to start. Oh, did I not upload my YouTube? Oh dear. Okay, let me go to my YouTube. I should update that. Okay, but basically if you search Himetokki, you will find me here lah. I have 4 subscribers. I'm not sure how many. Yeah, I think this one. The one with my plushie as the... Yeah, I did not. Oh my gosh. Because I recently created a new YouTube channel as well because I changed my email. I used to have another email account, but it wasn't related to this like brand name. So I decided to use my Himetokki Gmail account to create a YouTube instead. And that way all my old playlists and stuff will be reset also, so I don't have to worry about clearing it. Gotcha, love the art style, Gigi. Aw, thank you. Do I call you Toki Saroni? Toki Saroni? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I've already finished all the sketches for most of the people that I'm drawing today. I love crying. What? Man, I'm not very good at drawing crying eyes, so my cry emote is like just normal eyes with tears coming out. Definitely something I want to improve on down the line. Oh wait, let me show you. Yeah, this is my crying emote. Toki Saroni or Toki. Okay, welcome. It's a pleasure to meet you. How did you find us? Trying to figure out. Yeah, she cried. But I think like my crying emote is definitely not one that's like the most used. Oh, sorry. If the Toki channel is correct, I think you should have got the right one. Wiggle Muggle Bear, why the shock? Like, oh no, it's this one. It has, because I'm aware like my old account I think has. Wait, let me see. Oh yeah, it doesn't. I followed you ages ago. Really? Wait, how long ago? Oh no, I think we have to get reacquainted if it's been that long. A lot of people have come and gone. I just drop in sometimes. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm sorry that I didn't acknowledge you the last times that that you've been on. I don't think I saw you much. My bad. Please send channel link. Okay, yeah. I think that's easier. Okay, if you guys want to follow me on YouTube, support the channel when I start in here. Probably a year or so. What was I doing a year ago? Now I have 5 subs. Thank you! You didn't acknowledge my redeem? Oh no, which one? Sorry. The chat box is so small on here. Wait, I'm trying to find. Where's the redemption? YouTube. Yes. Oh, Singlish mode. Okay. I won't scam you. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. I won't scam. Okay, I won't scam. Wait. 2 minutes of Singlish mode. Are that okay? So go and follow me on YouTube. Okay, if you haven't, then I don't know lah. What you are, huh? Chat lock small. Copium. Pepe meda. Yeah, you're very small. So small. Small babies. Small babies, small 宝贝. Yes. 你是我的小 pork champ. Streamer my ass. Oh, I never say anything. 你是我的小 pork champ. You are my little pork champ. Yeah. I don't know what is this English mode. I mean, we're not really in the middle of a conversation, so it's a bit hard for me to transition, but I try lah, huh? I think I drew Dreamer Bunny the nicest out of all the bunny girls in this one. Time to pet the mods. Yes. Go pet the mods. Awum, thank you so much for the luck. Much appreciated. Have a good luck. Have a good dinner, study, whatever you're going to do. May the Lord bless and guide you. Amen. I don't know why I said that. Okay, so the eyes like very cute leh. Man, I wish I could do the actual like anime style, but then like my actual this kind of style is something I really struggle with because I don't know how to add the shading properly, and the line art is also so thin. I don't have that kind of control. Not even on the iPad where I draw directly on the surface. Like I don't know how people do it really. Need to go and watch more Speed Paint, you know. But yes, feel free to pet the mod. Okay, so her hair has a little bit of a curl at the end. It's not very obvious. Oh yo, 很大声. Okay, sorry, that was super loud. Anyway, stream readers time. Okay, let's go. Let me just continue the line. I thought I clicked already. Good luck. Singlish was over, but I think I'll take a while to transition back to it, so don't mind, you might have a little more time on Singlish mode. Oh, that was fast. I didn't expect us to win so quickly. Damn. Y'all damn strong, eh? Stonks. Stonks, as the kids would say nowadays. Okay, oh my gosh. Ooh, we got a warrior skin. Very cool. The man looks like he's on fire. Pretty cool. Okay, hold on. Stream readers is always a little bit laggy for me. Hopefully it works a bit better now. Alrighty. Back to here. I need to look at the reference to continue. Okay, oh, cute. Her outfit and my outfit is quite similar. We just have the ribbon and ruffles in different places. Yes, Tongs. The last week of my teaching practicum, the kids thought I didn't know what touch grass was. Oh my gosh! Hey, don't like that, Mr. Chrono. Very cool one, you know? Touch grass. Oh my gosh. I've heard kids use that. It's so funny though. Like, I don't know. I dread the day where I have no idea what kids are talking about. Because right now I feel like I can still kind of relate to what they're saying. I can still understand them. I can still, you know, pass a Gen Z lingo quiz. But down the line, I don't know if I'll be able to keep up anymore. Like, I've stopped using TikTok for a while now. And I'm already, like, getting behind, you know? I feel like this perpetual need to keep up, and it's a bit scary. Because their lingo and their memes move so fast now. It's even faster than it used to for us. Like, I think Rage comics lasted at least a year or so. Like, our memes were a lot more. There was a lot more longevity in our memes, and most other things also lah. I was just watching a video the other day on how fast Shein's turnover rate for new clothes is, and I was like super shocked. Like in the past, a season of clothes would take maybe like 2 or 3 months to actually less than that, like a whole season actually, to hit the shelves or go out of trend. Like, it will go out of trend in a couple years kind of thing. But nowadays, fashion just, it moves so quickly, and there are like micro trends everywhere. It's like the dress that you saw on TikTok yesterday could be out of style in like 3 weeks. It's insane. I think the shipping fee is so extra. I've actually never bought from Shein before, but I haven't bought new clothes in a long time also lah. I did my final year project in art school on fast fashion. So since then, I've always experienced like a little bit of guilt buying new clothes. I only buy a couple of new pieces every few months or so. Or I'll buy from Carousel or like Carousel. What was the other place I buy clothes from? Or thrift stores. But now, like every day, I'm just wearing my work clothes anyway. Like, okay, I may seem like a very interesting person. I say only, yeah, but I don't know if I actually seem like an interesting person. But I actually wear the same thing to work every day. I wear a white button-up shirt with work pants, and I haven't changed. Occasionally, if they are in the wash, then I'll wear like a dress or something. But I hardly change what I wear in at work, and people have noticed. Like, they're like, "Why do you wear the same thing every day?" And I'm like, "Well, I just like having a uniform. It's easier for me. I wake up so early. I don't want to think about what to wear or whether I'll look good in it. I just want to look professional. I want to present myself well and not have any wardrobe malfunctions while I'm doing my job, and I'm happy. So I wear the same thing every day." I have been thinking of maybe revising my so-called uniform though, because a lot of my shirts are long sleeved and it's very warm some days. But also because the professional environment in Singapore, like, they're still not very welcoming to tattoos and stuff. I don't have any on my arms, so it's easier to hide. But then I have a couple in other places, so wearing long pants and everything just makes things easier. $3 shipping fee. Shopee's $1. But if you think about it, right, $3 is very low for shipping also. And anyway, if you're buying from Shein, you're already paying quite cheap. Highly functional, yeah. I work in a kitchen and it gets real stinky, so always have to change, but always same uniform, just different one. But do you have to wear your own clothes, or does like the place that you work at have its own set of clothes that you can change into? Don't you have choice in the morning? What tattoos do you have? I have a couple. I have my first one was of my dog, my old dog. When he passed away, I wanted something to remember him by, so I have a little portrait of him like sleeping. Then I have a cat from someone's flash. I have some plants, 3 plants, 1 moon with a bunny, a really cool like semi-realistic girl in uniform, like a school uniform, and 2 Marin Kitagawa tattoos. I have a total of 9. But I don't usually talk about them, nor do I show them, because yeah, I'm afraid that people at work will find out. Sometimes I want to get a David Beckham tattoos. David Beckham's tattoos. I gotta look up what he looks like. I got some cargos. They're very breathable for when I used to do carpentry. Oh, carpentry? That's so interesting. I don't think a lot of people have done that as an occupation in my country. Yeah, I'm just adding the little blush for the bunny gang, which is done. Yay! Gonna add like the extra stuff, you know lah, huh? The extra like kira, you know, make it cute. Since most of us are space bunnies anyway. But cargos wouldn't be acceptable in the place I work at though, so I don't think I can wear that. Mine is a professional working environment. I mean, most places are professional working environments. What am I talking about? But you know, like gotta wear semi-formal, that kind. I don't know what David Beckham's tattoos look like. I should probably look it up. Okay. Oh, I like how this turned out. We all look so cute. Okay, just doing some balancing now. Just making sure that the overall picture looks fine. The bunny version of Sailor Moon. Oh my goodness, it really is. I love it though. But yeah, it's very hard to stand out when this concept of just being like a bunny girl is so common. Though I'm bunny princess, so I have 2 tiers that you have to meet, right? But still, bunny girls are so common. Though I really love like discovering other bunny VTubers and PNG tubers. I wanna get a tattoo of a lone island. Perfect representation of my mental state. I sent it through a Discord DM. Oh, okay. Wait, let me see. Wow, he has so many! He got a lot eh. Wow! Oh, these are all, his are mostly like the realism, right? It looks like it, like with the shading and stuff like that. I'm also a fully qualified sailing instructor. When I come to Singapore, I would love to go sailing. Ooh, do we have a very rich sailing scene here? I don't think I've seen it much, but it also could be just because I'm not very involved. So you like the realistic kinds. I mean, they look really good when done well, and they heal really nicely also. Mine are all like cutesy, as you might expect lah. No surprises if you guys ever see mine, but I don't think I'll ever do a reveal on like what my tats look like. Shy lah. Alright, for this page I'm gonna do purple because these are all the edgier looking characters. You do not, but I know a Singaporean sailor streamer. What? That is so cool. Wow. Like is it like their hobby or do they do it full time or something? That's really cool. Sailing. Sports has always been I mean, sailing's a sport, right? Sports are an area that I'm a little out of touch with, to be honest. But I admire the people who do go through the rigor of being like sportsmen and sportswomen. Because I'm a bit of a... I used to play netball and I used to play sports, but since leaving school, never really had the opportunity. Well, the opportunities aren't lacking. I just haven't really gone out of my way to find a group to join. Because I'm quite comfortable where I am with like my art and streaming community. And occasionally I'll dabble in cosplay. Recently, she got a job as a skipper but hasn't got much time for streaming. Also, signal out there not so good. Aw, man. Well, it be what it be. That does sound like a very interesting person. Oh, feel free to drop her ad, by the way. I'm okay with that. I can check her also. But although she doesn't stream as often, but she still streams, right? This is the edgier page, as you can tell. I think the camera is a little slanted as well. So the characters may look a bit singed, but it's not Oh, Lainey! Oh, she used to be an air stewardess, right? I used to follow her and watch her streams quite a lot as well. I didn't know she turned to sailing. Yeah. I know Lainey C. I think I still follow her actually. But yeah, she's really cool. She used to bring chat on like her overseas to the overseas hotels and stuff because she worked as an air stewardess, so she would like travel quite a lot. So I got to see a lot of places through her. Those usually hotel streams, but still like knowing she was in that environment is very, very cool. I didn't know she took up sailing. But yeah. Very happy that she found something that she enjoyed. She seems like she's having fun now. Okay, sorry. Whenever I'm drawing the face shape, I tend to try and concentrate a bit more. I think she's supposed... Lainey is a sailor? Yeah, I didn't know that she took up sailing. Okay, the face shape still turned out a bit wonky, but it's okay. We can always fix it in post-production. You hear the cats? Yes, Minky. Why? 喵什么? Are you meowing into the sock again, girl? Go. Hope she's doing well. Not a lot of people get to follow their passions. I'd say not a lot of people have the courage to. I'm definitely someone who stays on the safe side of things, and I lack courage to pursue things that hold a risk. sometimes I wonder if I should be a bit more brave, you know? Like if I wanted to make streaming my full-time thing, should I take the leap and try it? No. If I wanted to really improve my art, should I give it a go? But then the comfort of holding a full-time job is just, I don't know, it's just something that kind of ties me down. Would I say that? I'm 100% the same. You're also the stay safe kind. Yeah, I'm really someone who doesn't go out of my way to put myself in risky situations. I'm very afraid. Sometimes I wish I was braver. I don't know what would give me the courage though. My parents had always been very supportive of me, like pursuing the arts or pursuing things that were unconventional, and I feel like I'm letting down my fellow countrymen who want to pursue the arts and never really got the chance to because of lack of support. My parents were always very supportive, but I still ended up going the safe route anyway. Risky situation, excuse me. RISKY, okay? But yeah, I don't know. I guess we can relate to each other, Toki. What if you have savings for a year for yourself, and for the year you focus on streaming art and see where it goes? That's the thing, like, I feel like right now it's been about a year and a half, and streaming has, although my reach has increased and stuff, but the income from it has been declining, so I don't really trust that it will pick up, you know? I think it's also because I started working full-time and I couldn't stream as much or hang out with the community as much and stuff, so I'm a bit more absent. So obviously, like, a result of that is sad lah. But I'm not sure if I don't want to end up. I don't know if I'm more scared of wasting the money and time, or if I'm more afraid of not trying. You know what I mean? Though to be fair, I guess the reasoning could be that money and all, you can always earn it back. But doing what you like and trying things while you're young is something that you will get to do less and less of lah as time goes by. Like, just imagining now I'm living with my partner. Marriage is definitely something we've talked about. Children is something we've talked about. If life goes that direction, I wouldn't be able to have said that I tried all the things that I wanted to try already, you know? I don't know if I'll regret it. I'm not much of a regretter. But who knows? Staying safe has its merits. I've definitely been able to provide when situations have been a bit more unpredictable. I guess I would be a bit more secure pursuing my passion if my partner was the stable one, you know what I mean? But in my current relationship, I'm the stable one. So it's a bit hard for me to... I don't want to put us both in a risky situation. Like, if my boyfriend ever decides that he wants to take up a more stable job or something on a contract basis where I can rely on him to provide for the both of us, then maybe I'll give it a try. But as it stands, while I'm the one bringing food to the table, I don't think I can do that. And I don't think my partner will be looking for anything super stable so anytime soon, because he's interested in doing forex trading, and trading has always like a risk factor. So while he is trying to make that work, I'm gonna continue making sure that I can provide. Hey Pat! Nice to see you again! Okay, we're done with our fourth or fifth page already. My goodness, this is taking way longer than I expected. But I'm very happy with this. Actually, y'all are young. He's taking a risk. You can take a risk. I suppose. But, okay. Full disclosure, my current job that I'm holding on contract because I got here due to a scholarship and therefore I have to pay a certain debt back lah. It's not a debt, but it's like a bond. So I have to be attached and work for the company for a set amount of years. And my bond is 7 years because I did my diploma and my degree under the scholarship. So there's not much room for me to really like take time off and do these kind of things. And if I were to quit, I will have to pay back a debt of about $100,000. So at the end of the day, I kind of locked myself in lah, which I don't know. We shall see. I mean, I definitely have peers who went through the same courses as me and were working for a year or two, and then they just decided to end their contract early. So, Anyway, so the one where the government grants 75% of your pay. Those are not easy to get though. I'm not sure if it's exactly that one, but it's definitely a government job, which is why like personal privacy and all is very important to me now. Previously it was not so risky because I was still a student, right? So I just stream with my face and stuff. But now that I'm actually working, then I don't want to take the risk. Sounds lame, but have you tried tarot reading? Actually, I think the last time I did a tarot reading was just my friend doing one for me. I don't remember what it's about though. Not to be taken seriously since this is a very big decision. I've never actually tried like a serious tarot reading. It's just like stuff that when my friends are doing it for fun, then I'll just like, oh okay, yeah, sure, you can read me if you want. But yeah, I think as long as I'm still managing to feel fulfilled while I'm working, like now I'm working full time, but I'm also able to stream and do all these things and even hang out with you guys during this time, right? I feel like as long as I'm able to still feel fulfilled doing this, like balancing my full-time work and my interest in streaming, then I think it's fine lah. So it's the safest. I'm still playing it safe, but it seems like the wisest decision considering all the other factors involved, you know? Okay, people, I'm gonna be doing yours now. I'm gonna try to make this people look good. I've never been very good at drawing this frog. Have you done tarot reading, Mal? What was your experience of it like? Damn, people buff it. And I applied for a job that has a bond too, since they're going to train you. Ended up being rejected. Well, don't lose hope. You can always reapply and try again. I got lucky because I got really lucky getting into the program that I got into. But I know that not everyone is so lucky. I don't know what they saw in me at the time, but I'm glad that they saw some potential. Smell. I think of all the peoples that I've ever drawn, this is the best looking one. I've never drawn a people as good looking as this. I'm not sure if I'll do it again because Singapore companies are too stingy to train people. Yeah, it can be hard to find. It can be hard to find a company which really wants to like is looking to train people for the long run, but it's definitely more sustainable. I don't know. I've been. Do you guys read the comic by Woke Salaryman? It's this Singaporean illustrator and financial. I don't know if it's financial advisor or something, but they definitely have financial advice that they give on their page. So it's quite interesting. Like they talk about workplace culture. They talk about managing finance. They talk about how to secure BTOs. All of the very locally context posts that I found very helpful, even though I'm not in like the the super corporate world or anything like that, but like still nice to know what's out there. I know a lot of my friends, they don't really stay at the same company for long. Like recently I've been trying to catch up with some of my pals a bit more, and it seems like young people nowadays, I say that as if I'm not a young person, but but people who are my age or like young adults at the moment, they don't feel the need to stay at a company for very long anymore if they feel like they are not being properly compensated for their time. And I think that's like a very interesting perspective, because that would have been it's very different from the previous generation. A cult leader Mao. Ayo. Our cult, Hime's cult, Only Beans, TM Mao, because she... Wait, Mao, you were the one who suggested the name, right? Only Beans. It won the vote, so we're gonna be debuting our cult. We're gonna be debuting our cult on Thursday, so do come by if you wanna join. Buri, hello! I've missed you. How have you been? I've been good. We were just talking about life actually, like work and stuff like that. How have you been? I think I was going on a tangent about how young people don't really feel the need to stay at their jobs for very long if they are not properly compensated. And yeah, that was what I was saying, but I'm not sure how many of you guys agree with that. That's true. I know a few people who complain their companies would rather pay new people more money than give current workers more pay. I mean, every company definitely has its issues to navigate. It's just, I think a good boss is worth staying for. Like right now, my boss is a very nice and easygoing guy. Well, he's not super easygoing, but he's definitely a lot more flexible than some of the bosses that I've had. So I'm honestly sticking around for him. Hey, yo, Nightbot. Oh no, look like Popeye people. Popeye Pepe. Yes, we are drawing Popeye Pepe right now. Are you streaming tonight, Buri? Buri always starts stream like super late, bro. Like, I'm really glad though. I'm really glad that a lot of Singaporean streamers like stream at degen times. People, you get that? Funny that I decide my job based on a coin flip. Honestly, valid. If you're conflicted, why not do a coin flip, right? I usually just consult my friends though. Much muscle. That best mod shirt, hell yeah. If you guys do the schedule command, !schedule, he updates that every week, you know. He really is best mod. He deserves a gift sub, just saying. Wait, oh, is he already a sub? Yeah, he's already a sub. Too late. Next month, who wants to sponsor people for his sub? Any sponsors? Degen vibes for the win. Oh man, honestly, I miss the Degen vibes, but it was also really bad for my skin. Like my skin had taken like such a hit ever since I started streaming, because when I first started, I was streaming till like 3-4 a.m. during the holidays, like my school holidays. It was not great for my complexion. Your girl was breaking out all the time. Time for me to retire. Oh, we go also. Anybody want to sponsor my mods next month? Just let them know. That's bad. Yeah, any Oilers? Any Oilers? Making the viewers pay for mod sub. Sheesh, as if that won't happen. Appreciation, ma, mod appreciation, you know? I'm kidding. Mod support. But yeah, for real though, mods are so important. I think when I first started streaming and when I was like under 10 viewers, I definitely didn't see the importance of moderators because you know you're just running the show yourself and there's only like 10 people in chat. So it wasn't very difficult to manage. But as the viewership grew and as like the community grew also, Ayo! I can't dance the whole thing. Thank you, Zuzu. Thank you for the gift sub to Mao. Is it a sign? Is it Mao about to be recruited to the mod team? Huh? Thank you so much, Zuzu. Cannot like that lah. I already just adopted hired a new mod, you know? Everybody mod. Weehee! We go asking for gifters. Ayo. Zuzu is top gifter lah, honestly. Honestly, adopted. I stole him from Hades. I stole him from my manager's son. Can someone give Hades a shout out, please? So Hades Cast is someone who I've known for a while now. He was the manager for our stream team, but recently he's taken a step back from managing it because of personal, like, real life stuff. So he's still streaming though, so if you're a fan of Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, Genshin Impact, I think he's been playing quite... Whoa, why so many people? Hello? Ayo! Thank you, Zuzu! Lame box, congratulations on the sub! Oh, you saw at Campus Legends? Ah. Oh my gosh, y'all just... Bro, we had like 150 people. That map was nothing. Did you send in the contract yet? Ah, for which one? Oh, yeah, I sent already. The termination contract, right? For my sponsorships. I'm so sad, you know. Imagine being sponsored. Thank you so much, Suzu, for the gift subs. Slimbox, I hope you enjoy the emotes and everything. You also have access to the sub-exclusive chat on Discord now, which, by the way, I will be picking a raffle winner from. So I'm giving away a 3 of these plushie style looking things. If you want to have one, then join for free on my Twitter. I'm giving away 2 there. Or you can join on the Discord, which only has like 12 people, so... Honestly, your chances of winning are pretty freaking high. I retired from being a mod to Hades to become a mod for Hime because I kept being spanked by Hades. Hey, join us, join our gang because we have a bigger workforce. People can cover you if you're not here. I won't scold you if you don't come. No problem. I accidentally kicked my cat. Why is Sandy cross? Minky. Oh, she's kissing my soft toy, so cute. Let's wait some years before we can be sponsored again. Ayo, I prefer hard mode. Huh? Hard mode what? I wonder what happens if you get scouted by an agency VTuber while working your current job. It would interfere though, because generally agencies would require you to stream a certain amount of hours, right? And for me to commit those kind of full-time hours, I cannot be holding the job I have because my job is quite high commitment. So I don't think I can meet the hours unless I'm really like working myself to the bone, which I would prefer not to. Also, there's a clause in my contract with my current company that I'm not allowed to be hired under any other companies. So if the VTuber agency requires me to sign any contracts, I cannot sign up. Therefore, I am a freelance streamer from now until forever. Until I quit my job. If I ever do. I want to start opening a VTuber agency where a VTuber can curse or swear at the boss. Oh my god. Hey, I know Hades. Wait, really? Then Buri, did you say hello? wait, I was like, this guy looks like Hades, but is he really that? I was like, hey, the green and blue hair is iconic. That's like, oh my gosh, his green and blue hair. I tell you, when he dyed his hair that color, I was like, bro, why are you out here looking like Earth Sun? Why are you out here looking like the globe? Of all color combinations, why you choose blue and green? You sky and what is that called? Grass and sea. Very nature, you know. Last time I had to stay up late to mod a manager, but now I manage an art stream. Yup. an art stream that streams at reasonable hours. Y'all can go to sleep on time because your girl doesn't stream past 12 a.m. anymore. Man took save the earth too seriously. Oh my god, he's not even here. We burning him. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Hades, if you ever see the bot. Sorry. He's a visco girl. Have you hugged a tree today? Oh my god. I love Starbucks, but like I only bring like my own cold cup. Cause like save the earth, you know. Don't use plastic that you don't need. And anyway, it looks way cuter in a cup that you bring yourself. My throat. It's my favorite color. I love his color hair. It's my green and blue is your favorite color? Oh, turquoise. Turquoise? Do y'all say turquoise or tortoise? Froggy time. Hello, Battlefield. Hello. Froggy time. I always welcome froggy time. Okay, so this character is a sleepy vampire according to what they shared with me. So let me just... Oh yes, raffle post is here by the way if you want to go and see. Toki became a visco girl. Oh no, yeah. So this one is a sleepy vampire. Quite cute ah. It's such a mood honestly. I saw this character, I'm like, you know what? Same girl. Me every day going into the office like guys. You know like my colleagues like to remind me how tired I look when I go into the office. So sometimes I go in and they're like, oh my gosh, you look so tired. And I'm like, yeah, because I am. I'm tired every day. And it's true, I'm really not a naturally morning person, but my work has forced me to become one. Like literally when I leave the house, at the bus stop I'm dozing off. In the bus I'm dozing off. On the train I'm also dozing off. Actually I don't know how to say turquoise properly. Apparently it's with a Z. It's with a C. A Z? Obviously it's turquoise. These are so nice. Thank you, Battlefield. I'm glad that you like them. I feel like I've seen your username before. Were you here from Stream Raiders? I'm trying to recall. I have a really bad memory on like how I meet people, but I feel like I'm a bit better with names. A bath in the morning could help. Hello? I can't take a bath in the morning. I'll catch a cold. It's freaking 5 a.m. when I wake up, you know. If I shower, my sweat glands gonna go inwards, and I don't know how that works, but I'll catch a cold. I tried. Okay, when I was in primary school, I was like 8 years old. Okay, and my best friend at the time, her name was Regine, and she was like, "Do you shower in the morning?" And I'm like, "No, I only shower once a day at night." Then she was like, "Why don't you shower in the morning?" I'm like, "Huh? People shower in the morning, man? Why would you shower in the morning?" So I really took that to heart. And the next day, I woke up early to take a shower, and guess what? This stupid kid fell sick. Okay, I fell sick, and since that day, I've decided I'm not gonna take showers in the morning. Unless I really have to, unless I like fell in the mud at night or something, or it was really warm and I'm like sweating all over. Unless it's a situation like that, or I like passed out the night before without showering because I went to party or something, then Hello, Mickey? Sorry, my cat is like trashing the house. She's really mad that I don't shower in the morning. Oh my gosh, I love that emote, so cute. So then, yeah, I just never showered in the morning anymore. I mainly shower like in the afternoon or in the evening when my body has kind of warmed up and I've already like, you know, went about my day sort of, so there's something to wash. Fell in the mud. I don't know, maybe I'm camping or something. Stinky, hi boy. You wanna see Stinky? Wait Stink! Okay, he jumped off. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I think you should never shower in the morning ever again. That's what I did. I just never showered in the morning ever again. Unless I have like a really important event in the afternoon where I have to smell really nice for some reason, like people are gonna be sniffing me and stuff, then maybe I'll shower in the morning. But whew. I shower for myself, not for people to smell me. Minky, shh. But yeah, I still shower. It's just wait. Someone said, "Did you know it's healthier not to shower so often?" Honestly, I used to shower just once a day. Like I generally just didn't take a lot of showers. But nowadays, I just don't wash my hair every day. Who's sniffing Toki? Who wanna sniff Toki? Ayo. Fucking Muse, welcome back. I'm sorry, my cats are like meowing incessantly. Okay, this one is a slime tuber, and he also sent me an exclusive picture of his feet. So I don't know, make of that what you will. Okay, I got free feet pics. What about you? What you doing with your life? Slime feet. I hate shower. I used to not shower once a day when I was a kid. Really? Smelling nice in SG, carry a deodorant. I mean, I generally, okay, from what I hear, I smell like baby powder when I sweat. But it is because after I shower, I usually put baby powder, okay? I am baby, I use baby powder. I like the feeling. Don't judge me. Are those toes? I don't know, girl. Jealous? Yeah, y'all better be. I got free feet pics. Didn't even have to pay a cent for that. It's just, they just sent it to me, you know. Unsolicited feet pics. The meows, yeah, I know. They're just constantly in the back. Anyone here doesn't have a cat but really want to get one? Because I realize there's a lot of people like that out there. I have multiple friends who really want cats, but they don't have cats yet. Either because their family doesn't really like cats. I don't know what is it with like... I don't want to generalize, but a lot of the Asian moms that I come across, they want dogs, they want cats. I'm like, why don't you want a cat? They're less of a hassle. They're generally quiet. Like, yeah, they get into places, so you have to be a bit more careful. But yeah, they are way less expensive and way lower maintenance than a dog. Like, I'll miss my cat. Aww. Azu? I'm dying. Wait, why? Slime toes, baby powder. What? I want to have a doggo, but my family doesn't want. Aww. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, pets are kind of hard to negotiate, especially when it's not your house. But dogs, I mean, I've had cats, I've had dogs. I will say cats are way more manageable. Like, since it's just me and my partner living in this house at the moment, like it's much easier for just the two of us to take care of a cat, because if it was a dog, you know, I have to bring it out for walks, you have to clear his poop that will be on the floor, and you have to bring them for grooming every now and then. But a short-haired cat generally doesn't need any of those things, so our cats have been very low maintenance. Like, we just feed them, brush them now and then, and they're alright. No offense, I love doggos too, but yeah. Cats are so much better. I love doggos too, like, don't get me wrong, I love my dog. My parents have a dog at the moment. His name is Onyx. His birthday is on September the 23rd. And he's so sweet, he's so cute. But would I be able to handle him on my own with just my boyfriend? Like, if my family didn't have our helper, would they have the dog? Probably not. It's amazing how high the cats can climb, dude. Like, ever since getting a cat, I had to cat proof the house, you know, like put chairs on the fridge and stuff like that, so that they don't climb up. Because they can climb up, and then they cannot come down, and then they meow at you to bring them down. I'm like, why do you even go up in the first place? You know that you cannot come down, and you go up. I watched my cat once, he fell asleep. Oh, Minky, careful. She's like jumping on my table. He fell asleep. That's so sweet. My cats freak out when we even like turn on the shower. Like if they are nearby, then they'll be like, whoop! Then they just run and you can't find them anymore. Okay, I'm trying to find who's next. Okay, this person. Veal Wolf. Very cute. I'll use the pink for her cause her character looks like it would suit pink. Lina? Yes, Minky. Why are you so... Good girl, that's my eraser. Good girl. You see this girl? She's playing with my eraser. Minky! Naughty girl. You see? This girl? Aiya. I was just telling people about my eraser, then you go... Pyok, pyok, pyok. Nice. Nice. Yeah, girl. Her paw. Yeah, she was like... This was the eraser, she was like... So irritating. Okay, I think I can set up cam for you if you want. She's kind of settled on my table now, so wait, just give me a moment, okay? Let me position the camera properly. The little beans. Gaga. Hey, hey, my eraser. Wait, she's being very naughty, right? Minky, 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 Minky. Gaga, stop. That's my eraser. Not for you to eat. Aya. Toe beans. Oh no, she's going down again. Okay. Way to disappoint your mother. Shame on you. You play with my eraser. You kacau me. Then I want you to sit still for cat cam. You don't sit down. Yeah. Stealing eraser cam. Yeah, she's just like busy swatting this thing just now. But life has been a lot more... I like the liveliness of having an animal in the house. Like prior to them I had a fish and his name was Sal, short for Salmonella. I really love Sal too bad he died. But yeah. I will sit still. Okay, Zuzu. Oh my gosh, I gave her like a wonky eye. How do you tame your cats though? I mean, my cats were already house trained when we got them because we didn't just like pick them up off the street or something. Like they used to be under the care of my... What's this? Perfect name. Salmonella. Yes, Sal. Because he was an all beige. What's that? Fighting fish. Beta fish. I spent $200 on that fish. Okay, not to buy the fish, but to buy the tank and to buy his food and to buy everything else because I wanted to make sure he was happy. And he was a happy fish for a good 3 months until he died. He just fell sick. I don't really know what happened. Yeah, it's really hard to tell with fish, and it's not I'm gonna bring him to a vet to diagnose like what his cause of death was. I think I was just really inexperienced as a fish owner, and then I didn't even realize he was sick until he was like at the bottom of the tank, and I was like, oh no. Yep. So fish are really hard to care for. Just saying, don't just... I feel like of all the pets to have, that fish are one of the hardest to take care of if you don't know what you're doing. Because you just can't tell. You can't tell if a fish is feeling well until they really like start showing signs, and by then it's usually too late. You have to have the medicine on hand because you can't just bring them to the vet. It's just really hard taking care of fish. You need to be very vigilant. Exactly. They're literal science experiments. They're so hard to take care of. And especially if you're not home like most of the time. Like for me, I was already working at the time when I had Sal. So it was really hard to monitor when he was really okay. Like most days he would look fine and then all of a sudden he would just not look fine and I'm like, what's wrong with you? So definitely do. And I didn't expect to have like to spend so much money on him also, because how I got Sal was actually someone in my office was giving out beta fish. Like they had a friend who was breeding them, would not recommend breeding them for competitions and stuff, so those who were less beautiful, aka my raw chicken looking boy, which he got rid of. He was so sweet. I trained him to like jump up to get his food and stuff. Anyway, so my raw chicken looking boy didn't make the cut. So he was just giving out, I think he gave out like 30 or 40 betta fish. And it was like, it was, honestly, when I saw it, I just felt so sorry for the fish because like, they were just taken out of their homes and then like given to random people and random students also, like people who like had no idea how to take care of fish. So for me, like as much as I tried my best to take care of the fish, I kept it alive for 5 months in like a decent sized tank. It definitely incurred costs that I did not expect to spend that day. Raw chicken baby, yes, he's my raw chicken baby. I still keep my fish stuff in the house. Minky is just yelling with the sock in her mouth right now. But I still keep the fish stuff in my house in case like I ever want to try again. You worked at a pet store, keeping the fish alive was basically the job, right? They just die. And then like you have all these, I really admire people who are like really dedicated to the aquarist hobby. Like they keep their fish really healthy and happy, and they have isolation tanks and all kinds of medicines, and I'm like, I don't know how you keep these guys alive, but you doing it, and I stand, you know. I really wanted to get, did I buy it? I think I might have bought it. I might have bought Aquarium Builder or Aquarium, was it Aquarium Builder, something like that. So there was this game I saw on Steam while I was taking care of the fishes. I didn't just have Sal, I had like 2 others. Anchor died pretty early. And another one was named Himetokki. He was this like beautiful blue and red fish. Same also a betta fish. I kept them in separate tanks and everything. They all had their own space. But yeah, Himetokki died first from unknown reasons, and then Sal, so not easy. Salmonella 007, no time to live. I can't even show my crying face because my PNG tuber is kind of limited right now, but eventually I'll have more expressions. I'm just kind of holding it off because your girl wants to do other stuff. Like, I stressed, I don't know if you guys knew. Okay, some of you may not have known, but my avatar actually went through a makeover like one week into PNG tubing, because I was streaming with my previous artwork that was quite nice also, but I wasn't really feeling it, you know, like I didn't feel like she represented me very well. So I redid my PNG tuber within that week. And I'm very happy with how I look now, but like maybe down the line I'll add some expressions and stuff, I don't know. Just so that I am not just constantly smiling at my fish dying and talking about serious stuff. Like I don't know what to do with my life, and I'm still like, hee hee, I don't know what to do with my life. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'll get I'm still saving for a live 2D model. A PNG tuber whose PNG blinks. Dude, I want to learn how to do that. Like, they use like Adobe After Effects or something like that. Needs to be more buff, or as buff as this. Is this buff enough? Is this buff enough? I thought they make a like, it's basically a GIF instead of a static image, right? Yeah, this is for people. Everyone say hi to Buff. He is my other mod. We finished this page finally. Oh my gosh, this whole stream is just outlining, you know. I haven't even started coloring. I might have to schedule another stream just to finish the coloring, because I really want to make sure that this sketchbook that I have is like more complete, because I have a really bad habit of starting sketchbooks and like leaving a lot of incomplete work in it, and then I just have like pencil, then some is like this but haven't color. There's the bunny gang. There is one that I want to complete today though. That's the one for Bourbon Glurban, because he drew me, so I definitely want to return the favor and draw him. Oh wait, that was the last one! Oh, Buri, I swapped to PNG tubing because of my work. Like personal privacy reasons, because I spoke to my boss man and stuff like that, and basically they said that it probably isn't going to be a problem, but if people from outside like recognize me from my work, they might make a complaint that, oh, okay, do you see the ant over there? Ant-san, excuse me, Can you go away? Come, come, come. I'm trying to move you to a safer spot. Okay, never mind. So yeah, it was for personal privacy reasons, so that people wouldn't recognize me while I was streaming and be able to file a complaint that I'm like moonlighting or doing anything like that. Why are you distracted? Yes. I don't know. My boss doing his daily preaching after work hours and I'm being summoned Monka W. Oh my god. But I'm sorry, it was just there and I was like, Sir, please, this is a live stream. If you did not consent to be on this live stream, kindly make your way out of the frame. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you for the egg dog one here. Hold on, give me a moment. Moonlighting. Yeah, because like since I'm on contract and I'm expected to dedicate most of my time and my work. What is moonlighting? Moonlighting is basically working jobs and earning money outside of your main job. So they would feel that if you are already being compensated enough for your time and your efforts for the company, then you shouldn't be trying to earn money outside. So because streaming is something that does earn me income, albeit very like it's not sustainable. Like, okay, full disclosure, my paycheck was $100 from streaming this month, so that's why my only budget set aside for Cult of the Lamb was like $26 and that's it. Like, I can't spend anything else. But yeah, any form of earning money outside of your job is considered moonlighting. But honestly, sometimes you just like for small things like commissions and all this, which I do in my free time, usually they are not so particular. Like most companies will not like persecute you for doing stuff like that lah. But if you're doing jobs which are paying you, you know, a significant percentage of your pay, for example, then they're afraid that you will dedicate more time and effort into that hobby or that you know, that activity rather than your work, which is a fair reasoning, I feel. But like, I don't know, man. Streaming to me is just sharing my hobby online, and I mean, yes, there's money involved sometimes, but it's not like a consistent paycheck. You know what I mean? Unless I'm hired by another agency, I can see how that's a problem. Slave away on one job. We love capitalism and society and stuff. I moonlighted during NS. I remember taking a medical certificate to go and meet up with a seller. I remember getting scammed once and I cannot report to the police. I don't know how they are able to make fake Singapore money. Oh no, they gave you counterfeit money. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. How much were you scammed of, if you don't mind me asking? And of course, if you are not comfortable sharing, that's okay also. Wow, but counterfeit money, well, I haven't heard of a lot of counterfeit money in Singapore. Like, it's really hard to replicate our dollar notes. They purposely make it so that it's really hard. $200? Oh man, that's a bummer. But definitely on the lower end of how much people have been scammed for. I don't know if that makes you feel better. Probably not, I'm sorry. Oh, speaking of agency, I overheard you talk. Thank you so much for the look, Sakura. Thank you for hanging out with us for so long today. Have a nice day. Yeah. I overheard you talking about VTuber agencies. Are you aiming for that? We were actually discussing how I'm not allowed to be employed by a VTuber agency, and also because I hold a full-time job, so it's a little bit hard for me to hold a full-time job and also juggle being a full-time VTuber, because they will likely need someone who works the kind of full-time hours that, you know, a regular worker does. Oh, see you, Chrono. Thank you so much for coming today. Have a wonderful time ahead. And rest well, rest well. I also need to go and sleep soon. I just want to finish this piece and then I'll probably go off stream. But today has been a really nice stream. Like, maybe it's because I've been talking a lot lah, but yeah. Bye bye. That's why I now use digital payments. At least it can be tracked. True, true. Speaking of holding full-time jobs, also, yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna plug this person for a short while. So this is Bourbon Gremlin. He is also a PNG tuber, and his character is based off like the Splatoon Inklings. Very cute. I promise that because he had a draw your VTuber thread as well, and I also contributed. But I also said that if he were to draw me, I would love to draw him back, and I would probably be the first one to draw him. So I'm looking forward to finishing this one today so that I can post it for him. Wouldn't they pay you more though for VTuber agencies? I don't know what's the average pay like in a VTuber agency, honestly. The avatar is so cute. I know, right? And guys, September 9th is when Splatoon 3 is coming out. I am looking forward to it. And Minky, where are you? Sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know what the pay is like in a VTuber agency. I would definitely want to know what the market rate is like and how they split the profits from their agency's talents. Insert cat screaming in the background. Few VTubers do not have full-time job besides VTubing, though generally, or do have full-time jobs, though generally they don't have a base pay like Hollow. Ah, I see. Depends. They are very reliant on super chats and donors. Hololive is the only one that has a base pay. I see. Thank you so much for filling us in, Patch. That's really helpful. So I think they are offering the incentive of being a part of the agency, which is why they probably don't pay their talents a fixed wage, because they are relying on basically Super Chat is a YouTube feature which allows you to it's like a pop-up box kind of thing, so it will like boop and then your message will be there, so it will like pop up. Yeah, but you have to pay for it to pop up. So it's a very helpful tool if you're a very popular VTuber, for example, a very popular streamer, and you want your message to be noticed, then they will pay for a super chat. It's like a loud hailer item in RPGs. I don't know. If you get into Hololive, you're pretty much set for life. I don't think they are paid in money. Really? I mean, that would be super fun. That's for sure. I mean, but the thing is, like, VTubers are also managed like talents. So they may have different requirements for their talents, like they cannot disclose if they have a partner or things like that, right? Then there's also some there's more cat screaming in the background. There's also some self-censorship involved, or like you have to be very private about your life. So some people don't really like that. They like the freedom of being open with their community about who they are and who they're dating and stuff like that. And I think that's a very valid reason for being a or freelance streamer also. Okay, hold on. It's battle time. So many of you. Wow! That's crazy. We're gonna munch on this. Sanji is kind of hands off. They're more of a streamer group. Hollow is closer to a managed idol agency, I guess. And I think it's not very easy to run a VTuber agency, just because you're gonna have to have that sort of influence and reach as an agency prior to people even wanting to join, right? I have so many questions. Same. What about you, Pocket Muse? What about those who are also PNG/VTubers in the chat? Like, would you guys join an agency if you were offered the opportunity? And I'm talking about like an agency which probably isn't like, let's think of something that's a bit more realistic lah. Maybe a smaller agency that has some sort of a presence in the VTuber community but isn't gonna pay you like a full-time pay or anything like that. So technically, if you work for Niji, if you don't really tell anyone, you're not really moonlighting. I suppose, but in legal contracts and documents, you are required to use your real name, so it's definitely traceable if there were to be an investigation, and I'm not really the kind to take that sort of risk. I think I won't, because of how bad most agencies treat their talent. I think I would definitely, like, if I wasn't already holding a full-time job, I would probably join if I could talk to the boss one-to-one, like really get to know the person who is in charge, and then judge from there whether I want to work for them or not. Because if I cannot vibe with the team leader, or with the manager's son, then there's no point in joining. Like, I would probably dread having to interact with them and stuff, and then yeah, that would probably be a drag. Like, the only reason why I joined Pandora's crew in the first place was because I felt that at the time Hades had a vision for the group, he had drive, and he had the capacity to really bring us to new heights lah. Although now things have kind of slowed. Okay, I know the mic is making noise now. It's because my cat is rubbing her face against it. Okay, my boyfriend is playing catching with the cat, so she's chasing him now. I wish she bump into things here and there. Careful, ah. Yeah, so I would join if I could vibe with the boss, but if I felt like his proposition was vague, then I would probably not join. I want to know, like, who is... I want to know that the person I'm working under knows what they're doing lah. That's all I want. Agencies, you'll get more business opportunities, that's for sure, because if you have someone who is your manager, then you don't have to reach out to the companies by yourself. They can provide the deck as a team, and then they can also choose the talents from there. So they will probably decide on you if their brand suits you, that kind of thing. Maybe they can connect with other companies. Yeah, they definitely have more networking opportunities as a group. It's easier to get invitations to close events as a group than as an individual also, because as an individual, you're going to have to need your own presence. But as a group, if you have a decent reach already as a whole, you definitely get more opportunities to attend like closed door events, early openings, stuff like that. So I definitely had the opportunity to do that while I was in as I'm in Pandora. Although now it's kind of slowed, but it was certainly a big part of my participation in the group then. That's a good older brother right there. Good thing is VTuber agencies in Japan are bloody fake anyway, so that's true, Patch. Like, they really take their talents' privacy quite severely. Yeah. If you join V Sojo, good luck with your company trying to handle PR. Woof. I should need someone to school me on agency. I feel so ignorant about it all. It would be nice to have someone who was or is a part of it who could disclose more about the process of being in an agency. But honestly, I don't know anybody who is. Okay, I think I need to edit the picture a bit, because I made his character look very feminine, so we're gonna just make some adjustments to this. Okay, I think that is a piercing. 2 piercings here, and like one of these. Very cool. I feel like the fangs are quite a big part of his character, so we're gonna include that. This is an interesting topic. It is. I am enjoying this conversation quite a bit. Everything I literally know nothing. You guys remember networking agencies in YouTube's heyday, like Machi, Nima, and Old Rooster Teeth. So like YouTube groups sort of. Okay, sorry, the focus was a bit off. VTuber agencies are just that. That's a good analogy. I agree. It's quite like that. Like, they bring together talents and try to showcase the different people that are in their team. Himi, you talk about Stinky and Minky so much, makes me want to meet them. Come and meet them! Feel free to. During my September holidays, my doors will be open for you guys. But I'm about to go to YouTube. I feel like I just find a video that describes everything. Ooh. If you find one, please share. I would love to. I would love to know more as well. There's a term for that. I forgot. Like a talent group sort of thing. I don't know how to explain it. Cat's open house. My internet went down, but I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Buff. How do I make round eyebrows look angrier? Like this. I'm struggling a little bit. I have to make them a bit more oval. Cannot be too circle. Too circle cannot look angry. It'll just look like this. Sorry, girl. Cat Cafe. The VTuber rabbit hole. Oh yes. If I found a good video, I'd totally send it to you, Himi. Thank you so much, Pocket Mew. That would be awesome. If you think about it, let's say you end up getting big in a VTuber industry and almost everyone knows you. That's a scary thing. Imagine all the R34 images and all the hate you will get from just one mistake. That is true, Limbox, but I think at the same time, as someone who is putting yourself on a public platform, you are... Part of the job hazard is knowing that you will be criticized for things that you do that may not even be within your control, or things that happen that may not be in your control. So it's definitely a job hazard, like to be in the firing range of anybody who has a public opinion, right? But over time, I feel like if you grow a thick enough skin, like that shouldn't bother you anymore, because if you are staying true to your values and you know that you are justified in the things that you do, or if you are an accountable person, like a decent person who's able to acknowledge that you are only human and you will make mistakes down the line, then it's just part of learning and growing lah. I feel like there are some things that will definitely stick with you, like if you have done something criminal, or if you have been found out to have certain interactions that are inappropriate with inappropriate audiences, then your being subject to public opinion is not necessarily a bad thing, because it keeps you accountable, like as a human being also. Like for me, if I were to ever get criticized and I know I did nothing wrong, like so be it lah. Someone's always gonna have an opinion anyway. It's just about managing your own mental state. Like, of course, there will be opinions that affect you, and those are valid also. You just have to be quite a you're gonna have to be quite resilient if you're gonna put yourself in a public platform. Wait, I need to join Discord. Sure. I have a video you guys can watch. Oh, sure, Patch. Give me a good way of expressing this. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy the way I express myself. You know, a friend calls me an OG VTuber as I started from Kizuna Ai. Oh my gosh, Kizuna Ai. When she first came out, I was like, what in the world is this? I was so fascinated because I had never seen anything like it, like an anime character who could talk and interact with people in real time. I thought it was literally like an AI, and I was like, that's a really smart AI. Then I thought about it some more. I'm like, that has to be a person. There's no way that an AI could pick up on the nuance of conversation that well in such a short amount of time. So I was so amazed by what technology could do. But I never imagined that I would be a part of that revolution, if you will, over time. Sorry, I'm just vibing to the Animal Crossing. Like, you can't see, but I'm like swaying right now. What if someone cosplays your VTuber model? Dude, if anyone cosplayed me, I'd be so flattered. Like, okay, it's one thing to cosplay a big VTuber who has a decent following and probably pre-made costumes that you can get off Taobao. But if you cosplay as someone who is like an indie VTuber, if you wanna put it that way, then like, oh my gosh, you must have put in quite a bit of effort to find the sort of outfit that they wear, to find a perfect wig and stuff. I'm like, holy smokes. That would be a huge honor.
Get over here now.
Almost as huge an honor as if someone were to get my VTuber like tattooed on them. The hair also, honestly, my hair is gonna be really hard. Like, you're probably gonna have to stack wigs to get my kind of hair. First VTuber was actually a British woman who used a mobile software to superimpose a 3D model over herself. Really? That is so cool. I guess it just never gained traction until later on when it really hit it off. Ami Yamato? Ooh. Isn't the first VTuber annoying or rich? Food for thought. Was the first VTuber annoying or OG VTuber, guys. Oh my gosh, annoying orange. That is such like a YouTube golden age video. The OG VTuber, honestly. What a king. We're gonna put a crown on him. He makes annoying orange audience for to be a VTuber. I mean, the annoying orange was a hugely influential figure back in the YouTube golden age, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised if some people were inspired by him to take up this like super imposition of a character aside from yourself to really express your innermost gremlin. Why is it so? At the end of the day, there's always haters, so what's the point of listening to opinions? I mean, criticism is good as well to learn, but I guess we should just learn. We should just learn from all here in and out. That's true, Wiggle. I think we should all exercise discernment in what we take to heart and what we don't, because some opinions are not helpful to you, and those are not worth taking to heart. Because if these are people who aren't even looking out for your best interest in the first place, then yes, they may keep you accountable. In some instances, it may be a socially responsible thing to take their opinions to heart, but generally, if it's just a troll, then whatever lah. They're just gonna find the next target after you anyway. Done quite a few bad stuff. I run around and suplex people while shouting "follow me" on Twitch. Oh man, I think you will get arrested. Okay, sorry, I missed quite a bit of chat. I argue no, annoying orange isn't because he's not someone using a VTuber model. Okay, he definitely doesn't fall under the... So a VTuber model in definition, is it like a live 2D model? Is it a model that can track your face? Because I think that would be the definition. If you're just superimposing something, then maybe not. Otherwise, that would also mean that all the TikTokers who superimpose their face, their eyes and lips to random stuff on the internet are also VTubers, which they are not lah, right? Good that we are drawing the line. Like how I write EA portfolio. You're gonna come back to the drawing later down the line and be like, why is annoying orange on the bottom? Because he's OG VTuber. There's a caption, so don't worry, the annotation will explain for me. Can't believe I watched VTubers since the whole concept officially started. You're definitely a veteran then. It's I think a mode of communication that will definitely rise in popularity over the years. But at the same time, you can kind of see a saturation in the market at the moment. Like every day there's a new VTuber who is debuting, you know? So it's really hard to distinguish yourself from the crowd. It will get more and more challenging as time goes by. So those who establish themselves early are definitely in the running for, they have a bit more benefit for being, the first few lah, the pioneer group. Super Mario VR is the first VTuber. Wait, what? I think by definition of VTuber is PNG, 3D, and 2D filters. That's also interesting. Because honestly, right, VTuber means that you stream on YouTube, right? If you're streaming on Twitch, aren't you a V streamer? But we don't really distinguish between the two because VTuber has kind of become like a blanket term that we use for whoever uses an avatar to interact with a live audience. The marketing, yeah, there's definitely a lot more involved. You're a V streamer, I guess. Yeah. Oh wait, this character has a lot of like rings and stuff that I have to draw too. Ah, so cute, but okay. I feel like I didn't do his character justice. Like, it doesn't really look like him. I'll type when KMNZ came for AFA. I need to search that. KMNZ. Oh, it's a VTuber group of virtual VTubers and a hip hop duo. That's so cool. I love this. They're definitely becoming more influential over the years. Oh, they're so cute. Adorable there. Okay, hold on. Let me. This is like Love and Berry, but next level. Y'all know Love and Berry? The OG. They were like my fashion icons as a kid. The reason why I wore layering and tied my hair up in a half ponytail was because of Love and Berry. And maybe they're influencing me even now. I still have a half ponytail up. Your girl. I'm a byproduct of the Love and Berry revolution. Sadly, I also saw the dark side of VTubing too. Yeah, I mean, with anonymity always comes less responsible streaming. Less responsible actions. It's easier to hide from your mistakes as a VTuber. It's easier to restart when people don't know who you are. So that's really onus on individual to be responsible lah. Bore? Like, even OG Game Club getting treated like, and Nobuhime getting harassed by management. Yeah. SS cyber security impacts. I mean, there are definitely risks. Like, when you stay anonymous, people are more curious about who you are, right? So people may go out of their way to try and look for you. And yeah, I drank water already. Thank you, Awu. It is quite scary to think about. But hey, just cause you're a VTuber doesn't mean you're not protected by the law. I think even as a VTuber, although there is the necessity of you being exposed, it's necessary to fight back against unfair work practices and security issues. But who are going to be the pioneers in doing that? I don't know. I'm really living my life being anonymous. Feels so old already. The VTubing has been around for 4 years. It's been such a short time and such a long time at the same time. You know what I mean? Can't dox me if I dox myself first. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't dox myself, but like, if there were to come a time where a legal fight were necessary, I wouldn't hesitate to put my name out there. I think it's the longest anime related thing I follow besides Love Live and Girls and Frontier. Oh my gosh, is that the one with the tanks? I haven't watched it. Is it good? I've been seeing it, but I haven't checked it out. And oh my gosh, Love Live is such a... Love Live was really... I was so addicted to it. I never spent money on it, but I was definitely a very high level and I stayed up way too late to play the events. Thank you so much for the water. I'll take a sip now. My bottle smells funny. One moment. Yeah. Maybe it's because I put a different drink in my bottle the other day. Or maybe it's just bacteria from my mouth. Ugh. Do you cosplay? Yes, I did. Honoka. I cosplayed as Honoka once. Long time ago. problems about being someone who wears lipstick. Yeah, I drink water when I wear lipstick, and then the lipstick just gets stuck on my bottle for ages. So gross. I feel like you're very Honoka, to be honest. Yeah, I think so too. I relate quite a lot to Honoka. And what was her name? Rin? Is it Rin? Who's best girl? That's a good question. I actually didn't really have a preference when it came to the girl characters. I guess Honoka would be my go-to. Like, I liked her art. I liked her personality. But maybe it's because I relate to her. Perhaps. Rin also, the one with the short orange hair. Was she Rin? I can't remember. Kabu! What's up? Hey! It's my Gremlin mod in the chat. I am finishing up this last piece. This one I'm going to be coloring because I wanted to finish this one today. I might plan another day to finish up the rest of the sketches because oh my goodness, there are way more than I anticipated, and it took me a whole 3 hours just to finish outlining them. Oh my god. I love Hanayo. Oh, Hanayo cute. Bye, have a good stream. Okay, good night. Sakura, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed the conversations. We talked about a lot this stream. I'm very glad that I got to have these conversations with you guys today. Rest well. Catch you again. Wait, I missed it. What do you say? Wait, about what? My Gremlin mod being in chat. Himi, I gotta head out. I gotta take care of some things. Okay, see you, Pocket Muse. Can someone help me shout out Pocket Muse once again before they head off? Do check them out. They are debuting as a PNG tomorrow, so do check them out around 2 p.m. GMT plus 8 if you are in Singapore. Yeah, we'll see you then. About 10 a.m. EST if you are in that time zone. Speed! What convo? We had a bunch of conversations about Vtuber agencies, about work-life balance, bunch of other things as well. I can't. Oh yeah, did you guys hear? In Singapore, they've repealed 377A. It was huge news. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with Section 377A, it is a clause in the law in Singapore which has criminalized gay sex, and it has been around for a long time. So there have been petitions to take it down. Like, I feel like it just makes sense to do that because it doesn't make sense to have a law that you're not going to enforce. But yeah, they finally repealed it, and they are also in discussion of putting in other definitions and policies and other stuff lah. So yeah, small celebration for the fellow homos. Oh, the fellow homos. But yeah, big news. Another thing is masks are going to be optional in the indoor setting very soon. It's been optional for the outdoor setting for a while now, but we haven't had much news about indoors because it's been a bit of a touchy subject. But doesn't mean you stop wearing your mask immediately. We're still waiting for some news to see like what is going to happen next. Like Western supremacy. Yeah. So it's definitely an outdated clause lah, that's for sure, because it just doesn't make sense. Can I hide my ugly face? Same. I'm just yoking. That's the example of work-life balance, me being jumping from Hades mod to being Hades mod. Someone screenshot that and send it to the quotes. I'm running low on my mask. Same. I was actually thinking of getting more, but I don't know how much more I'll need. I'll probably still get some because you're gonna need them on public transport still, which I think is a good thing, because honestly, after starting to wear masks, I've realized that a lot of people don't really practice basic hygiene on public transport. Like, they just sneeze here, sneeze there, cough in their hand, then they hold the handle. Then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I'm wearing a mask. Because you can't really avoid them, right? And I also don't want to waste time by getting off the train then getting onto the next train, that kind of thing. Then like, you're just stuck with it lor. I'll just use a cloth probably. Time to people leave now. I think masks are great. I think, okay, I hate that I have to use disposable masks, but my face, like my complexion got so bad because I was wearing reusable masks for a while, and the start of COVID was the start of my severe acne treatment. So yeah, I've been on the medication and laser treatments and stuff like that for about 2.5 years now, and it still hasn't completely cleared. So for those with sensitive skin like me, I was so sad. Still wanna Ayo. Okay, so this is the only one that we're coloring today, so you guys are gonna get a little treat on how I color with Copics before we end the stream. This will also be the last stream Raiders raid, so for those of you who've come in to join, where's the coach channel? I think it's under... That's a good question. It is in... Where is it? That's a good question. I don't know where the community codes one went already. Did it disappear? Did I delete it? No, it's in game room. Hey, wait, no, that's a long time ago. Wait, should I bring it back? I should probably bring it back. Wait, why is it there? Okay, I think I accidentally moved it. I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me move back my. Let me move back the channel. Hold up. I'll move it back to where's that? Stream. Yeah, it's in archive. Can you guys see the archive? I go. Okay, let me. Where did it go? Thank you, Kabu. Let me just. Okay, I'll do this later. You know what? Yeah, because the stream's gonna end soon. Last call was on the 3rd of August. Was it? Oh, it hasn't been that long. Yeah, it hasn't been that long. By the way, Kabu, will you be free on Thursday to join for Cut Off the Lamp? Okay, so this person's avatar is a little more tan, so I'm gonna just grab some colors that are a bit more on the tan side. They also have like a dark blue hair, and like chestnut brown. Yeah, this coming Thursday I'll be playing. What time did I put it? It's in my schedule. Hold on, let me summon my schedule because I forgot. Where is it? Okay, so it'll be on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. onwards. Yes. Do you want to come and watch? Oh my gosh, I got so many tabs open. Zoo like Mamie Hanioka shoulder pet. Huh? The furball shoulder pet. I'll see how my work log. Yeah, sure. Just join in if you happen to have time. Okay, I'm just grabbing the colors that I'll need. So the coloring part is gonna take a while because yeah, colors. I'm gonna collect all the colors that I need. We got a bit of chestnut brown in here. A warm gray. Hi, Minky. Good girl. Is it good girl? Is it good girl? I just want my two. Chestnut hair brown. Chestnut brown. I'm gonna draw. I'll post in this card. Sure. Why? What happened during our meeting, people? Okay, and then we have pink for the blush. Sorry, I know that gathering the colors always takes me a while. Alright, I have a bunch of the colors now, but before we move on to our last piece of the day, let's go for our stream registry. Aye, go, careful. We got quite a lot of enemies to defeat, so hopefully we can. He matched but me happy. Hello? Why? Yeah, Minky. Careful. Careful. Me happy cause of reasons. Oh, okay. Well, if they're private, that's fine. But I'm glad that you are in a better mood today. It's been a while, right? Oh, Minky, stop! Stop yelling into the sock, baby! Aiyo. Alright, so let me zoom out so I can show you all the colors that I took from my marker tray. So we have a few skin colors, which are these and these. Okay, I need one more. That's my little tin. Okay, so these are the skin colors that I'm using. These are the blush colors. Yeah, the meow spam. And these are like the clothing colors and some others. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Is this better? Can see better, right? So I usually start with the darkest color. We're gonna just add this one to where there would be shadows typically. So along the hairline, and I wish I was I need to be a bit more practiced in lighting though, because I always put the light in the same places, which is fine. I mean, for portraits like these, like the light source isn't very important, but in scenic illustrations, I still need a bit more practice with that. Okay, then we'll take the second last color before it dries up. So this one is like the oh, do I have enough in this marker? Hopefully. Okay, we're running a little low on ink in this marker, but I'll try to make it work. Need to buy the refill very soon. I haven't refilled a lot of my markers in a while, so I used to put like a piece of washi tape on all the markers that were running low on ink so that I knew which colors to get when I went to the art store. Okay, we are running out of ink already. Do I have the refill for this? I think I do actually. Yeah, it's okay. I'll go and thought you would ask more. What? Must but it seemed private. I think I need to find another base color. Okay, we'll use E21. Hopefully this will do. It's a bit more on the yellow tinted side, but we can make it work. Does it have to do with a girl? Do you like the song I recommended? Oh no, I haven't listened to it. I'm so sorry. I haven't really had much downtime. Although when I did have downtime, I ended up sleeping. I'll listen to it on the train tomorrow. Is that okay? They seem like classics. Are they like old songs? I'm sorry. It's like keep your private stuff, but you DM me lah, DM me, okay? I wanna know. I just didn't want to ask. Like, I didn't want to seem very capable on stream, you know what I mean? Oh, it because of a girl. Nice. Happy for you, Kabu. You honestly deserve the world. Okay, I think we got the skin mostly down already. Then I'm gonna do the tongue. Another color that I have to grab. Okay. What's their eye color? Let me check. Their eye color is brown also. Okay, so it's this brown. Okay, then there's like The lining of the vest is brown. The potion bottle is brown too. Wiggle, sorry to hear. Cup was a good mood because I got heartbroken by a girl. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Wiggle. Many hugs. It's okay. I mean, very cliche, but there is a lot of fish in the sea. At the end of the day, if it wasn't meant to work out, then it wouldn't have worked out. Because there's no point being with someone who's only partially invested in you anyway. Why did I take this color? Okay, bit of a highlight color. And yeah. Okay, yeah, this works. It's a bit darker than I thought, but it's okay. Okay, I got Suka. True. How is Sukas, by the way? I haven't really been in touch with him. We were never like super close or anything. Suka's best girl. True. Oh, okay. I have good intuition. This is the right color. I also started playing Identity V again. So I've been playing a lot of Identity V while I'm commuting. Anyone? Any Identity V players? I really want to get back into it, but the meta is so different from what I remember. And yeah. But they have a PC version now, so I can try it on PC. Maybe I'll stream it one day, like maybe during Halloween season? So because I ate crab sashimi the other day? Oh, jealous. Wait, crab sashimi, so it's just like raw crab meat? Okay, it's forming up. I really like how this looks. All the lineup practice over the past 3 hours has come to this. Indeed it is. I didn't even know it existed. Yeah, crab sashimi. Must be really fresh, otherwise it wouldn't be very safe to eat, would it? That sounds delicious though. Meow meow. Yes, dear. Why? Why, Shell? Why? Why? Meow 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 for fun, ah? Oh, it's a common thing in Korea. Oh, is it? Oh, I guess I just never encountered it before. Sometimes I wish I could be an IRL streamer. Like, it just seems so fun, you know, to bring chat around the world and like to talk to people while traveling and stuff. But the setup, like a proper setup that's stable enough, that doesn't overheat and stuff, is quite expensive. And of course, like there's the risk of doxing and stuff like that, which as yeah, it's has its risks. I think I got a paper cut. It hurts here. Alright, this looks really good. I'm so happy with how it looks. Okay, now we gotta think of what text color we want though. So I'm thinking, I'm really thinking, I don't know what color. Maybe like a green? Yeah, I suppose green would work. Something that's not too bright and not too bright, but still neutral. Something like this. I'm using G12 here. I really love this paper, but the thing is, it makes the colors a bit darker than I expect it to be. Like when I use the same color on an art card, it looks a bit different. I mean, I can just adjust the brightness in post, but it's not really the same because the visual impact is just different in real life as well. You're so fast. I'm chewing. Ah, is it hot pressed or cold pressed paper? I hear that the way color shows is different. That's a good question. I am looking, but I have no idea. I think this is cold press paper. Girl, I don't know. It could be anything. I'm sorry, I really don't know. I think I'll do a blue background as well. Okay, this one tends to be a bit leaky, so I'll be a bit more careful. We'll draw the shape that we want. Maybe a simple like circle for a profile picture sort of style. And then we'll fill it up. It's just paper, yeah. It absorbs the color, and that's all I need. Like, if it flows well. I don't like using Copic on watercolor paper and stuff like that because it doesn't spread out nicely. Then it makes blending really difficult. So I'm not a fan of using Copic and watercolor paper, but I know some people like swear by it. They just like the different effect, I suppose. But I like it when it's more fluid. If I was looking for a solid effect, I would use my Posca markers, not this. But the Poscas are a lot more limited in color palette. It definitely goes for a different effect, a different aesthetic. I'm still kind of figuring out how I want to use my Poscas. Okay, just for some consistency, I'm gonna add like some straight lines down so that the background and the vest kind of matched and there's like a bit of continuity. It'll look, I think, more visually pleasing. Yes, Minky, why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Why am I yelling? why am I yelling? Okay, there we go. Ooh, I like how this looks. I love how this looks. Maybe I should have signed in blue, but it's okay. Why are you yelling? I don't know. Okay. I'll just do a quick like... I feel like... But we're not done with this just yet. The final touches for my artwork is the white gel pen. Why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? Gotta have that extra Kira, you know. Otherwise it... Why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? Otherwise it wouldn't be a Himetokki piece. Wouldn't be a Himetokki piece without the Kira. And also the white pen really helps with little errors, like when I overcolor a bit, like on the fingertip here, then I can kind of mask it. It's like the correction fluid, but it's very minimal, so trying to only use it in areas where it's not so obvious that I messed up or overshot. Why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? Oh, I'm so happy with how this looks. You know what? He reminds me of one of the Cookie Run characters, but I can't remember which one. Is it the gardener one? No. The color scheme definitely reminds me of one of the Cookie Run characters, but I can't remember which cookie. The copy pasta. Oh my god, you guys. Does anyone remember a Cookie Run cookie with this aesthetic? So you can see how the details are a lot more obvious now. Yes, for those of you who are new here, do consider following. It's like a friendly reminder if you're enjoying the stream to drop a follow so that you'll know when I'm live. Okay. I think his vest has some green as well, so I'm just gonna... The character looks like a cookie. Does he? Oh, okay, yeah, that really adds like an extra depth to the picture. Gonna add a bit of highlight to the bottle. Dun, 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 dun. Why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? You guys. Okay, I'm also gonna use it on the text because I did overshoot the text in a few areas. Ayo, Minky, pull my whole thing. What the? Ayo, what are you doing? I'm gonna yell at you. Chat is yelling at you right now. You just don't know any. Right. Ayo, good girl. Stop it. Stop it, you. You're not using the Discord PNG thing anymore? No, I'm using a Vtuber. So it's one that allows me to change my outfits and stuff. So I have hotkeys now. Yeah. Yes, sure. Minky Mia, shut up, girl. Yeah, but I have to what's that? I have to figure out how to do this properly. Link me up. I wanted to. Oh, I sent it to V streaming ideas in the mod chat, in the mod area. Hold on. Oh, by the way, if you guys, yeah, never mind. I'll look for one later. So we're done. Oh gosh, I'm so happy with how this looks. Yay! Gonna add just extra lah, huh? You know, you have the extra Kira. I missed out my yelling. Poggers, oh pretty. I'm glad you like it. So this is the only one that we completed. The rest are only. Oh yeah, by the way, Kafu. We were having a discussion about who was the OG VTuber, and someone said annoying orange. So here we go. That was probably the favorite part of the whole conversation that we've had in the past 3 hours. Right. So anyway, but by definition, we discussed it. By definition, he is not a PNG tuber because, sorry, not a VTuber. Orange. Yeah, Kinomi. I did a belated birthday artwork, so I'm just reviewing all the stuff that we have done today. So I mostly did the outlines for all of the sketches, but I haven't. Okay, there's very buff people. Her voice is so cute. It is very cute. I could never. I can never hold this kind of voice for a long time because I feel like it hurts my throat a little bit, and it's very forced for me. So I can't really be a baby VTuber. Why is it cringe when I do it? What the hell? Bias. Yo, my mom, how can like that? I'm kidding. Just doesn't suit my personality, right? So anyway, so this is the edgy VTubers page. We have vampires. We have demons. This one is the bunny VTubers page with me. It's a me. And then there's a few others. Blue ranger, pink ranger, purple ranger. I don't know your real voice. This one is the sexy fox lady page, and then chibis. And then we have this one is I can't remember what was the theme going into this one. I think I was just like, yeah, let's just draw them in order. So these were drawn in order, and then the rest I just kind of categorized them. Then there's this one for Mao, which I need to complete. This is the only other page that I finished. And then there's like these floating Avi and Ryan. I was like, yeah, they both have short hair, and then I put them here, and then I left all this other space. I wanna ask, can you draw a cute excuse me, modeling my no. I mean, I probably could, but why would I do that? So yeah, and this was the main one that we did today because Bourbon actually drew me. If you guys he actually drew me. Let me show you. Cause he drew me, look! I'm so cute! She really go, yes sir! No, she's not. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, he painted me, so I decided to draw him one in return. I even posted this one in the app for you. I know, it's so cute! So let me give a shout out to, actually, all my mods are here. Can y'all shout out Bourbon Gremlin? That voice says, which voice says the baby voice? I just recovered from COVID, I cannot do this. Pucker up that. What? Excuse me, Gremlin mod, maintain. Exclamation mark vanish. Alrighty, so it's been a really great 3.5 hours with you guys. Actually, we did quite a lot in 3.5 hours. I'm quite proud of our progress today. I'm gonna be looking through the art category to see if there are other. Ooh, 9 VTubers in my style. Sorry, I just saw somebody whose art style looks really cute. Oh my gosh, there's so many cute VTubers who are streaming right now. The what's that called? Options? No, the why are we yelling? The options. Okay, look, I'm gonna look at a few, okay, and then, but I think I'll rate the first one. What? Suzu, thank you. Nya, arigato. Nya, 123. Nya, arigato. Nya. Thank you so much, Suzu. Congratulations, Gamerception and Ajon. Zuzu is an Oiler. He is our Oiler. Our only Oiler. The only Oiler that has stayed with us. Okay, so I have a couple of people that I am considering rating. Hold on. Oil me. Excuse me. This is John Silva. He has a pretty cool avatar, but he has a lot of watchers, and I'm a bit scared. Lot Fairy, she is a FaceTuber, but she's working on some Tamagotchi things. Seem pretty cool. Check her out. She mostly oh my god, what are y'all doing in chat? She's oh my gosh, you're all distracting me. I don't know what to say. But Love Fairy, she does she's doing her work now, I think. It's very cute though, her like an illustration of a Tamagotchi. Yeah. But she mostly does what's that called? First person shooters, yeah. Then of course there's Uniho. She is in demon form today, very freaking cute. She's usually an artist. She's very famous though, so I don't think I even need to rate her. Y'all probably already follow her. This is Pixelis Art, who is her art is so nice. I really want to rate her, so I'll probably be rating her. She seems quite engaging also.
There we go. Thank you though. I'm glad you guys like this one as well, because I feel more comfortable streaming with this one for some reason.
So she's very comfy. I love her voice. I love the art. Definitely a candidate for rating. This is Izzy. She has very cute art as well. I'm just busy following everybody. Oh, she's a dear VTuber. Ah, so cute. Aye. Me? What did you drop? Something dropped, but I don't know what. Hold on. A catastrophe just happened. Wait. Hello? What dropped? Your pants? Oh, the ukulele. Minky, you dropped the ukulele.
I like the eyes, thank you. I tried my best with them.
Yeah. Anyway. There's also Zaihi, which does really cool Pokemon art, and his avatar is sick. Look at that. Very cool. Living in Japan, hobby artist, Pokemon fan. And he has 2 cats! Linguini and Gatsby. Oh my gosh, I should have a little panel like this also. Alright, idea. Stealing it. I'm gonna like be busy following all these people.
I kinda wanna sketch some of the body out because it looks really like...
Wait, who is
weird, I
talking?
guess?
So cool. And then the last one that I opened was this. Looks very like traditional Singaporean art style or Korean. Looks like those Korean illustrations. There's not much said though. I think they are Korean, yeah. But there's really not much on their page. I'll still follow them though on Twitter, and okay, I have so many referencing it. Reference. Okay, I think.
Congrats! I go pediatric.
Okay, oh my gosh, I'm lost in my tabs. Alright, I think
Flustered crowd
we're
because some
gonna
people be trying
rate Pixelis art because of all of the people that I've seen today, I really like her art the
Take
most.
care,
I
Veronica.
think
No worries. I hope you have a good day. at
only
work.
no pee, only stream.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
But
as
yeah,
well,
thank
Ramadan.
you so much for joining us today. I hope you had a fun time for those of you who are here. Thank you, Migo. Thank you, Kabu. Thank you, Zuzu. Thank you, Damon. Zuzu, thank you so much for the gift subs. Toki, thank you for being here. Leanbox, Damon. Hey, I said Damon already. People Fat Clips. Why are we yelling? Why are we yelling? Why are you yelling? I can't. And Mao. I don't know who else is here, but if you're here, do say bye-bye. Bye, everybody. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'm going to be doing a short karaoke stream starting at 8 p.m. I'm also accepting any music suggestions if you want. So join my Discord if you want to suggest any songs for me to sing. Generally, I sing... pretty, I don't know how to say, I don't know how to define my vocal range, but yeah, sorry I gotta go now. No worries, Sushi, we're about to head off as well. Thank you, Jace, for being here. Thank you. We should really arrange to meet up for board games again. I miss playing with you guys. Alright. So before we leave, do follow all of the people in the chat who are streamers. Do follow Jace, follow people. Follow who else? Who else here is a streamer? Raise your hand. What is this? What is there in the walls? Can y'all copy my red message properly? Okay, see you guys. Thank you for coming. What?